Pow.
Hey, welcome, Russ. Appreciate you stopping by today, man.
What's up, man? Really happy to be here. Very excited.
Awesome. So just to let you guys know the format, we just do a little bit of like music so you can invite your respective communities and have a little bit of wiggle room to PM anybody that you want to bring in, all that good noise. We get it kicked off. We do just a little segment where we kind of sum up what we're doing. And this week we're going to be featuring ourselves for the first time. Been doing the show for a while. We finally took the keys to the project this past week, so we just got a little bit to talk about. We're going to have our community actually come up and speak, and then we're basically going to circle around. We'll have you guys, Tsuka, then Zen, and then we have people coming on. But yeah, thank you very much for coming out, brother.
Yeah, man. How much time do you want us to take up?
As much as you like, man. We like to have intimate conversations. If it extends on, there's no sort of rush or whatever. We want to make sure you guys have, whatever time you need. So we just kind of go with the flow on it.
Everyone in Tsuka heard that, huh? Just to make sure everyone heard that.
Let's go. Nah, man. We love passion. We don't want anybody to feel like they have to condense, because a lot of times it takes a little bit of time to really explain, the different dynamics and what have you going on. So we like to kind of keep it open-ended and let it roll, man.
Yeah, man.
Welcome, Taker. Welcome, Jules.
Oh,
Excited to have you co-host today, man.
GM, wonderful people. I hope everyone's having a happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day,
brother.
everyone.
Hope everyone's doing well.
Everybody go call your mom before the show, guys. Go call your mom real quick.
That's right. Yep.
Ashley.
So, Taker, if you want to go ahead and spin that track and get some of the pre-music going, we'll go ahead and get that rocking. What's up, Walter?
What's going on, guys? I'm live from Hollywood Beach, Florida. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas. Without a mama, we all wouldn't be here right now. And shout out to my mama. I love her. She's the best mama of all time. And shout out to every Muddy's mama that's out here. They have the privilege to have a mama. Enjoy it. Those are the people that we love the best. This is why we do what we do. And shout out to Mr. Satoshi's mama, because without her mama, there wouldn't be no Satoshi. So let's go, guys. Let's spin her. Take her, spin that.
Here from Florida. My man, Florida. Pow.
All right, Taker, go ahead and get your next track. You pick this one out, buddy. Get it rolling, man.
Oh, yeah. You guys got me rocking out here on the beach, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Nope. There's no mic. So, yeah, man, we're really excited this week. This is our first time, me and Walt. We've almost been doing this show for 4 months every Sunday. We've had all kinds of badass projects come on. We finally took the keys to our project, and we've done some really cool stuff, and we wanted to talk about it. We're basically creating a whole new meta within crypto, and we're really proud to talk about our use case, what we're doing as a community, the whole theory, the whole works. And we also have some fucking top tier projects on today. Tsuka, I mean, you guys know the business. You guys have been in here. Zen freaking killing the game, and we have People, which is a new project launched by the Blue Couch. If you guys watch YouTube and you've checked out some of the influencers on there, Blue Couch is one of my favorite on there. If you guys aren't subscribed, make sure to hit him up. Just follow his links through his Twitter and what have you. But we got a fantastic show today. I'm really excited.
Oh, yeah. I'm super stoked. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a banger, man. We got legends in the building. This is another one for the books, guys.
Yo, what's going on?
Caesar.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yo, boys, happy Sunday. Hope everyone's having a good weekend.
Oh, yes, we are. Yeah, man, this is a Mother's Day edition, man. So all out to all the mothers, man. This is without this day, we wouldn't be here today. So shout out to all the mamas, baby mamas, future baby mamas, and baby mamas that don't know their baby mamas. So let's
Baby
get it.
mamas, mamas, mamas.
We got anybody else from Florida here? Is it just you and me?
I guess so. I don't know. Any Florida
We
people?
got
Shout
Floridians in
out
the
to the
house?
Floridian. Nah, I'm north of the border, boys. I'm up here in Canada.
Oh, hey, I hear it, eh? Oh,
Oh, hey, hey,
oh,
hey.
hey.
Yeah, you know the igloos are tough this time of year when it starts to get a little warm.
Your blood's thinning out. That's all right. We're used to it down here in sunny South Florida.
Let's go. I lived in St. Augustine for a little while. I loved it out there, though, man. Freaking beautiful.
Do you
Volano
drink from
Beach area.
the spring? Ponce de Leon spring?
Oh yeah, Fountain of Youth, man. I wish, man. if I did, it's not working, man.
No, it tasted like eggs. It was horrible. It was like some I don't know. It's not working for me either. So
So awesome, and yeah, I just want to also take some time. We have some co-hosts with us today. Freaking really happy. We got Maurice on from Caesar's Calls, and our buddy Jules Callie. He was one of the like OGs from Shiba Inu, one of the community leaders. If you were in Shiba early, you know Jules Callie, man. He's one of the best speakers in the entire space, and he's one of the most passionate people I know in the space. So really excited to have Jules on. It looks like it dropped him down into the audience. Hopefully we can get him back up. Let's see. Oh, wait, I think I got you up, Jules. But yeah, thank you, both you guys jumping on and co-hosting with us. We fucking love it. We have some of the best banner with you guys. Let's go. So yeah, right now we want to talk about KARAT, guys. We're going to start off with that, and anybody in the audience from the KARAT community, please go ahead and request now, man. We wanted to get the party started. Get a few. I see Bobby in the audience. I see Chris. Anybody that wants to jump, man, I want you guys to get a chance to come up because I want you guys to get to know the community because that honestly is really the special part of what makes KARAT and what we've been organically building, the past 5 months. So if you guys can go ahead, hit request, but I'll go ahead and start off just by explaining what we're doing, just to kind of give you guys, I guess, the quote unquote elevator speech. Basically, me and Walter, we got into a project, and this was probably about January. A bunch of our friends, in the bear market, just looking for gems, just having fun like we usually do. We found a project, 24 Karat. We invested in it. A bunch of our friends also jumped into it. It's really cool. We started building things like the logo and the ideas, and basically a culmination of 3 years in the space. A bunch of us all started kind of getting back together and gravitating towards each other. A bunch of the elongate people, a bunch of people that invested in other various projects and what have you, just kind of started to conglomerate. And we decided we wanted to build something during the bear. And, we wanted to get, our feet in the ground during that time and build up going into the bull. So we all put our heads together and we came up with a new concept where our taxes are actually transformed into Pax G Gold, which is backed by actual gold. And we've basically got it set up 7% tax. So half of that goes into gold rewards. So it's basically like you're automatically staking if you hold. It incentivizes you just to hold because you're constantly building up a drip of Pax G. And just to talk about Pax G, it is a regulated coin where one Pax G coin is worth 1 troy ounce of gold. So we are the first in the business to pair that up. It's something that we've wanted to do for a while. And we just migrated this week, so we're super excited. People are already starting to see their Pax G rewards, already starting to pop out. So it's really cool, and it really plays into the philosophy. We're watching the banks right now have troubles. We're watching, a lot of people are jumping into crypto because they feel safer than what they do in banks, and I think that's a trend that's going to continue. we're a true believer that assets are something you definitely want to hold on to, and it allows us as a community to diversify with something that we believe in that is definitely going to be as stable as it was, 5,000 years ago. That's just my, little elevator pitch on what's going on, but I'd love to hear some other people talk. Walter, if you want to jump in, brother.
Oh yeah, you already know, man. We got something bigger than we ever, could imagine. Just the narrative, of just gold in general has everything going, and everybody already knows what's gonna happen in the future. That gold is gonna be the one that's gonna be going up, due to the fact that people don't really know where to put their fiat right now. And it's gonna be just something that everyone's gonna be asking, saying, "Hey, where do I put my money right now? Where is the actual play when they see maybe some downfall, if there's even types of recession or fiat currency even going down, everybody will be going to the old tender of gold." So the fact that we have a meme, beautiful project, just the logo when we first started, then our community is as strong as hell, and then we put the actual real utility behind it and actually backing up by gold. I mean, there's nothing else really out there like that, with just everything in general. And then we're gonna be doing, merchandise, doing actual clothing that's gonna be like the Dolce Gabbana, Louis Vuitton type of feel. Look for other projects, put money back into our market cap, make it higher for other people in that are investors, and as well helping other projects as well. So it's literally everything all together. We have one of the most base, hardest community members I've ever seen in my life. We have the top rater of all time, my boy Taker. There's nobody else. There's no competition really with Taker and Dave. Then you got the whole community that just elevates the levels I've never seen before, with graphics, just everything. Everyone's always just, contributing. And there's not any other community that I'd rather just do it with and have everything all together in one bundle. And the fact that we're backed up by gold, there's nobody else going to be out there to really defy us. We are the gold of crypto. And it's just a proud moment to finally be proud of something and have a community that you can really do it with. So my community is the best community I've ever seen. So this is literally a community project, and we wanted something special for everybody in the space. And now that we're backed up by gold and more, we got everything that anyone could imagine.
I just wanted to chime in, Walter, real quick, and Kid. First of all, I wanted to say that our paths in crypto, after being on Telegram with the KARAT fam and speaking with Kid a lot, I got to know Kid a lot more, and our paths in crypto, Walter the same. We've always been the type of people that like to support other people's projects, and we're very passionate. Like when we believe that someone's trying to do some good in crypto, that we put our heart and soul into projects, and that energy, we never have a return on our investment on that, because the majority of the people in the space are not that. Like they're all, how can I make my gains? How can I make my name in this space? And I mean, that's why I vibe a lot with both of you, because you guys put others before you, and you're selfless, and that's how you have to be in the space if you want to grow, if you want people to know you for who you are and for your integrity. That's what you should be doing. But like the fact that this is your project now, that this is your name on it, I feel the same way with Shuggy, and it's different when we're in the seat, because now we get to prove to people that when we're in the driver's seat, that everything that we've said and everything that we've done in the past, that we're going to continue doing and being the same way. And it's fun, because now we have our hands on the clay. Now we get to mold the thing that we love into what we know in our mind's eye that we can view it. Now we're not pushing someone else's project, which usually ends up being not what we want, because we're not in control, right? Like these devs are not accountable to the public, to people. And I believe that all three of us here, like that's our first concern, is to be transparent and to be accountable for our actions. And I think that's what I love about what we're doing here, is that we're putting it all on the line. We're putting our names on the line, and we want people to hold us accountable. Unlike these devs that run around and they're doing things and they're lurking in the dark and they're not really wanting to expose themselves to the sunlight. So I wanted to say that first, but then second of all, with KARAT specifically, um, I've seen lots of rewards tokens. I've been part of the space for a long time. What was it? I think it was baby cake was like one of the first ones that like really blew up in the scene on BSC, and it made sense to do it on BSC because of the gas fees. But in all my time, all the rewards tokens, like rewards in ETH and all this, when you guys started talking about rewards in gold, it made sense to me, like when you broke it down, because yeah, I mean, rewards tokens, there's so many that have come out in the past, but to tie it to gold, which is something that has traditionally been a store of value, something that at one point the U.S. dollar was backed by. This is something that's always been respected from centuries and centuries, as something that is valuable, that has true value. And to do a rewards token like that with the way that the economy is going, and the dollar being devalued and losing de-dollarization, it's just the perfect time for it. And I just want to end this by giving a shout out to Dadbot. And we both know, man, that the gold is good. People are watching. They know that the gold is good.
Nice.
That's freaking awesome. I appreciate that coming from you, Jules, because at the end of the day, we just want to create a safe space for people. We always put things straight up. We don't try to bullshit anybody. We tell our holders, like, don't put more than you can afford. This is something where we're all taking like disposable income. We're DCAing into it as a group of people. We believe in ourselves as a community. We're leveraging our energies, our professions, our times, our networks, and we're taking that value. And that is where people underestimate meme tokens, is when it comes from a pure place and people start coming together, there's power that is within that, right? And that's the power that you see in projects like Tsuka and Zen. That right there, it almost becomes like a transcendental type energy being put together, that is beyond like, the normal, type of, things that you can do by yourself, that working, that teamwork, that energy, it's like this big multiplier. And when you do it for the right reasons, and you have other people that have the same type of vision, incredible things can be built. And, we're a small mom and pops, as far as like, the size and what we're doing, but we like it that way. We want to be very organic about it. We don't want to do anything that's like we just want to slow grow, because we know that we're tied to ETH, right? So our token's guaranteed to do a 10x once, I'm just making up a number, whatever what ETH's going to do in the next run, but whatever it X's, our underlying assets tied to. So we have this long-term plan. We're setting home base for a bunch of us. We're out there moving and shaking, being the squeaky wheel. We want to help other projects as well, because we like to diversify. We like to invest in many different projects, and we see a lot of potential out there. Projects like Tsuka and Zen, me and Walter, full disclosure, we have positions in that. And, we've bought tokens in Shuggy and Joey from Kingdom in here. We like to support other communities and stuff that have that long-term vision, because we know as we build in the bear, we're going to, bear all that fruit that's to come from the bull market. And when we start printing green candles by virtue of being tied into, our respective coins, whether it's ETH, BSC, or whatever, all of us start flying, guys. That's how it works. Everything's tied into, Mother Bitcoin. And, of course, ETH as well, has a good dominance of the entire market cap of crypto. So everything by virtue is, all the charts look pretty, damn similar, unless it's something that's brand new. But yeah, we're basically just, putting our feet and and this is our first project. We wanted it to be high rewards, because if you're holding it, we want it to almost serve as auto staking. You don't have to do all the complex stuff. You don't have to go to a staking pool. You don't have to pay gas in and gas out. It's all incorporated in one little one pop shop. All you got to do is buy the token, chill, and accumulate gold. You can take that gold, that PAX G, and actually redeem it for physical gold. The custodial, which is PAX G, We'll actually give you a serial number of your gold, so you can really start to diversify yourself in these times of uncertainty. And we want to make sure our friends and community, are all doing, the same, as well, diversifying. But I see somebody thumbs down. Let me go ahead and remove this guy. Sorry, that was distracting me. But yeah, no. Taker, we wanted you to hop on too, buddy. You've been an instrumental part.
Yeah.
Dave and Taker, the mic is all yours, buddy.
Take her, baby.
Hell yeah, let me just undress for a little bit because I'm a bit hot right now. But yeah, what I can say, like honestly, when you announce the news with the actual gold, like in rewards, like bruh, you can't imagine how fucking stoked I am, because I know that we all have the long term vision for KARAT, so we are going to be holding for a year, 2 years until the next bull run, and just being rewarded in actual golds, bruh. How dope is that? I mean, you can be, I don't know, you can't be more bullish than that, And yeah, I just want to say, we've all been working our asses off. The community is insane. We've been killing it in the with the Reds. On my end, on Dave's end, and on basically everyone's end, I think we've all put more than 10 hours per day to actually push this baby to where it belongs. It will take time. We know that it's a project where we will have to build, brick by brick, but it will all be worth it when the people will see how fucking dope the community is, how fucking dope the devs are. They will see how we operate, they will see how we work, and they will have no choice but join us. And just going to say, we are on a mission right now with the whole community, so pay attention for the next few weeks, because I'm telling you, even if we are still small in terms of holders, I think we are around like 100 holders. We're on a mission to get trending on Twitter. Everything organic, just by the work of every single one, just by the blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm telling you, we'll get to this goal. We'll continue to push this, and literally everyone in the city will be by our side. They will have no choice, because when your notifications box is just spammed by us, like on every single Reds, we are trying to get 30, 40 likes. We are having more than 20 comments. People are seeing us, it's just a matter of time. So just, if you don't know us, come in the Telegram, just follow the Red with us, vibe with us, and you will see that, everything will be worth it in the end. We'll just continue, keep pushing it. We will kill it. And it's just a matter of patience, a matter of time till the bull run, because I'm telling you, there is a high chance that we completely explode before the bull. But on my end, how I see things, it's all about consistency until it happens, until the market is hot as fuck, and just bringing the max amount of people that are ready to push, that are ready to work, that are ready to put in, like the hours, and build the most solid foundation that you could think of, And I know that we're on the right way already right now. Like, we're just killing it. I think yesterday, let me check the stats. Just yesterday, we've got 400 comments on the day before 300 comments, It's just a matter of time, I'm telling you. Check your Twitter, check on the training thing. We will get there. Doesn't matter if it takes a week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 1 year. We will get there, and we will see the world, how it's being done. It's as simple as that. Now, I just want to give, the place to Dave, because he's my brother from another mother. He's been helping with the Reds like crazy, and I'm just letting you, brother.
Let's go. Damn, Taker, you are man. That was amazing. You got me going, bro. You got me going. Appreciate you, man. Without you guys, we couldn't actually be doing this. So the fact that, I know you and Dave are the best Twitter raters of all time. Really appreciate you guys so much, man. And there's just so much that we have in store. The fact that we're actually pegged to Ethereum, and we got another ace up our sleeve coming up, and we're giving people actual physical gold, and they actually build up all together with your rewards. You actually can get physical gold sent out to you from actual packs, and so this is gonna be amazing. The community just got everything all together. So I don't know if it's a little windy. I'm out here on the beach. I don't know if you guys tell me, But just I'm live from Hollywood, Florida, on the beach right now, guys. So this is a special edition right now. This is I'm out here on the beach right now. Kid, I wish you were next to me. I do have an empty seat for you, but and a drink. So I've been making sure I'm just like, give me two drinks. And they're like, who for who? I'm like, nah, for my boy Kid Crypto. I'm like, whatever. Just keep on
Let's
bringing
go.
the drinks. Bring the drinks. Let's go.
Let's go. He's drinking both of them. Let's go.
You already know.
Hey, we got Dave on the stage. What's up, brother? Oh, wait. I lost him. I think spooked him off.
Yo, I just
Yo,
wanted to
Dave in
say,
the building.
yo, Taker, I just wanted to say, man, like, I really admire your passion, brother, and like, everything that he said is true, and he's actually like, like, there's a lot of people that like to talk the talk, but he's actually doing everything that he's saying, and this is why I'm magnetized to the Carrot family. On my side, being from Shuggy, it's the same way, man. The people in Shuggy, like, I'm not paying. No one's being paid to do anything. Everyone's doing things voluntarily. That's how you want to grow your community. You don't want people being there because you paid for something, or you have them on like on a salary. With crypto, like the things that really matter, like there were so many times in my crypto career where I like really truly believed in something, like with Shiba Inu, and I know that I had an impact and I changed people's lives. And Taker, like you're gonna look back on this time, right? And like a year or 2 years from now, you're gonna say, I was there. I was like, I put it all on the line, and I really believed in this idea, the 24 karat idea. And you'll know that you had an impact on someone's life because you did it genuinely. And like everybody in that community is there because they believe in Kid and Walter, and they know that they've seen what they can do in the past, and they do it selflessly. But when they do it, they put everything on the line as well. Like they do it genuinely. I think that's with other people, like that do paid stuff. Like the result of that, you can see it. I don't have to tell you. But when you do it genuinely and honestly, and that you're really like trying to push something like with a good intention, that the result is almost irrelevant because you know that you're doing it with the best intention. Like with the best vibe possible. So there really is no time scale and no time horizon for that. And Carrot, I love it that you said that. You're just waiting until the markets are like red hot. That's what we're all waiting for. But we got to build up to it, right? And the fact that you're going hard right now, it shows me that you're aligned. You're aligned with exactly the kind of vision that you need to be able to make it in this space. So man, I just wanted to give you a shout out, Taker. You're a good one, man. And you're young too, so you have something to teach to everybody your age that's not in crypto. You know.
So I appreciate it, brother. And I'm telling you, I've made it my life mission to make this a success. If I can put the max amount of hours and that it can actually help the project to, like being spread to the world, honestly, that's what I need, And I'm just ready to push it like there is no tomorrow, like until the bull run. And just, yeah, I don't even have the word for it. I think you've got the vibe, but we'll just keep pushing until this fucking blow up. It's as simple as that.
I love your enthusiasm, bro. Keep it that way.
So I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, man. Without Taker, man, this project is on a whole nother level. I've never seen any like harder working people in the whole community in all of space magnetized in one. So something we wanted something special, and me and Kid, we finally wanted something to put together. But it's a community project. We just wanted to have the integrity that we know that we'll do the right thing. The community will do polls. We'll see what's going on, but we'll be constantly cooking. Kid's a chef, man. So if you don't know, I don't think he knows how to get out the kitchen, guys. He's addicted to cooking, and I'm always like, "Yo, kid, I got these." It's like, we might be able to maybe cook that up. So he figured out, and then we talked to the community, and I think what we got is something real special all together. Just our logo alone took almost 2 weeks together. So shout out to Robert out there. He knows he helped us out, man. Love him to death. So everything is just all together. It feels like it's all together in the universe for us to bring this together, and just have one of the most amazing projects that anyone's ever seen. We started from just a meme, right? And now that we're actually adding meme and gold together, and just just everything has we got the community. We got over 50 to 60 base people that are like constantly there, don't stop, and then we have a huge community in there, and we're just gonna keep on spreading that word. Like Kid says it, we're like that squeaky wheel. The squeaky wheel will be heard. So we're just gonna keep on going and going, and we haven't stopped since last 5 months, and this is why the show even started. So this is like a real intimate moment, how we're really just starting to talk about Carrot and really what it is, and people are gonna see that we don't stop, and our community is not gonna stop behind us. So this is a forever project. You know why? Because gold is forever, so it doesn't stop. So that's gonna be, Bitcoin was the gold of digital, and we want to be the gold of crypto. And the fact that gold is gonna be going to $3,000 plus, coming soon, and I see it, and as well ETH is gonna be keep on going up. We could tell our community hold to 5, 7, 10 mil, and then when ETH goes up 3, 4x goes up, and gold starts going up, we're gonna be doing fine, and our community knows to be just solid like gold, baby. And we're gonna hold for the gold. We got the rewards. This is if I was just an outside investor, I would be super bullish. If they see our community, we have a top Twitter rater. I mean, one of our biggest posts with Elon Musk, we had almost 500,000 views and 4,000 likes, and that was just before we even started. So this is like what our community can really do, and we constantly, consistently get over 40 to 50 likes in our Twitter, like it's nothing. And and let me tell you, I've never seen that before in the space. And the fact that it's just organic, and we're just doing everything right. I think people are really gonna see this happening like more than ever in the future. So 24 karat, we will be heard. Where gold will be, the talk of the town once people don't know where to put it, their fiat, because people are going to be confused where to go, and we already were on that. And Elon mentioned about gold around February, and he actually posted like him looking like in a rapper jacket with gold on there. We feel like he saw it from us, because there are ties that Elon is seen our a project already, because due to our old origins, and we have somebody that's actually in the chat that's good friends with Elon. So the fact that he's continuing to talk about gold, and he will, we are the gold project. So we, little by little, we're gonna make something happen too, and bring another ace our sleeve. Always coming. We got 4, and in the deck. So coming, guys. So just know that we're gonna have something special, and it's gonna all come back around. And the whole community of DeFi will be proud of us and everyone to just stick together and actually make this the gold of crypto, and it's never been special. I mean, we even got future plans to have the gold card, to people to swap out their gold and the rewards and the actual carrot currency. And Elon always needed his carrot dog. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we even tied with dogs, I think it's just something special. And just our logo alone is so bullish. Like people that not even in crypto or kind of know about Shiba are like, oh, does that look like Shiba? But they're like, damn. So it's like we're like almost like the Shiba 2.0, but tied with gold, and it's just special everything we got together. So easy, I can see it's hitting millions. Non-financial advice, very soon, like nothing, guys. And the whole space is gonna hear us. It's just a matter of time. I don't even have to hype it up. It's just facts.
Boom. That's it, man.
Let's go.
That's all. Hey, let's go. So awesome, man. It was great. I really appreciate having, some other people, come up. We have a great community, and I'm sure a couple of them might be a little bit shy and stuff that we're trying to pull up on stage.
Yeah,
But we got
it's all
amazing
good.
community out there. Yeah, we got Crypto Boy, Babe Ruth. I'm calling you guys out. Scuba Steve, Chris, Cal Drago, the Cat Father, Carrot. Let's see who else we got out here. I'm scrolling down to see, but yeah, we got some of the core, most hardcore people, always giving support, and that's what's amazing. It's just a huge group of people having some fun. But yeah, thank you guys, everybody, for giving us some time. We usually the focus is on the projects that we're bringing on. Usually that's how we roll. We try to be selfless with it, because it's more about putting the spotlight on things that we admire in the space. And that's one thing about KARAT is like we talk about other coins in our chat. We look at other projects. We recommend like, you know, different communities and stuff like that to, because at the end of the day, that's, you know, where the value comes from is the people within the project. And we see other projects that have valuable people. We want to, you know, collaborate with them. So when we do our close and what have you, we want to link up with some of these projects and do some one-off series. One of the guys in our project has connections in with Supreme. He's from Santa Cruz. If you guys know about Santa Cruz, California, it's a place full of culture, music, surfing, skateboarding, just an iconic place in California that really birthed a lot of style, graffiti, the whole works. It's just a place of culture. So that's where the birthplace of our clothing is going to be coming out of. And we're basically going to be one of the first movers on really trying to establish ourselves as a brand. Something that, you know, has something that's not necessarily connected into the crypto, but style. And we think it's a no-brainer with gold, the way that gold looks. It looks, you know, sharp. And yeah, we want to help out other projects, and we want to make you money too in the process, not just ourselves. We want to provide a service for other projects where they can generate revenue, you know, to help support their project. So that's something that we've been working with a few other communities. We'll be talking about that down the road. But yeah, I'll leave it at that, man. And yeah, check us out, guys.
Oh yeah, remember guys, this is something, you know, this special that, you know, we've been all together as a community been trying to, you know, pull together. It's something that, you know, I've never seen in the space. Adding all together alone, it's gonna be like, you know, one of the greatest journeys of all time, all together, people in DeFi. And you know, we're gonna have like the most badass clothes, guys. You don't understand. And tying it with gold. And you know, we really, you know, I'm down to already start getting into like the fashion design and being proud. I only want to wear crypto gear. And if I could be the one that actually put it out for everybody, you know, it'd be real special, man. You know, and the fact that we have gold and everything mixed up together, it's just a matter of time. Me and Kid, if you don't know, I live in Miami. I'm going to the Bitcoin convention. I'm gonna be talking to the top people. I know the founders of BitBasel. You know, so it's just, you guys don't know, I'm gonna be speaking up in front of the conferences. We're gonna be having booths. You know, you already know that me and Kid go over 7 to 8, 10 AMAs a week. You know, I think when we were first starting KARAT, we went like over 50, 60 AMAs. I mean, we lost count at a point. And we were going everywhere, speaking to everybody. We even had Colt Dow looking to, you know, wanted to invest in our project. So the fact that we're putting everything all together, we'll succeed no matter what. You know, the fact that we're going to make this a business, a real LLC, tying crypto gear, tying gold, just, you know, being the gold currency and crypto purchasing. We're already thinking about, you know, where you can purchase like in Amazon and stuff. You know, we're already in the talks with, you know, with one of those subcontracting of people. So, I mean, we're going to get it happening, guys. So just want to let it happen, you know, organically, of course. And it's just going to happen a matter of time. I want real, true investors that believe in us, and they deserve, you know, to get those rewards, you know, for the long run. And all you have to do is hold, and we just build it up, build it up. And then you got, you know, one of the hardest working people in the space, all together as one community. There's no stopping us. So let's go, guys. 24 karat. We'll succeed, guys. And let's get it. All right, let's go, guys. Let's start the show.
All right. Let's start the show. Taker, let's go ahead. So Russell, we did a skit for Tsuka the last time that we had Tsuka on. And Walter, he does these like little skits for each community and stuff. So we're gonna revisit that, and then we'll start. So Taker,
Walter, please give us our Tsuka skit, please.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's go. Get ready. I love hearing this. This is my favorite one. We have to just do it again. I don't think Maurice has ever heard it, so let's go. This is one of my special ones, and now anytime they come, this is like cool. Like I made something, so anytime they already got their intro. Like, you know, when the wrestler comes in, you know, and that's what they get. They get it every time. They deserve it. So let's go. It's a movie every day. Let's get it.
Let's go, baby. Let's see this walkout song.
Let's go.
The origins are told. There was once a dragon that was the god of DeFi. He was the chosen one. Ryoshi was his real name. But with the world kings, they ordered for only one order. So the name Tsuka was born, fighting endless battles. There was no competition. The great flames were no match. The end of old ways of pure manipulation and corruption were all gone. The chains have been broken forever. And a star was born. I am Ryoshi.
I am Ryoshi.
I'm Ryoshi.
I am Ryoshi. I am Ryoshi.
I am Ryoshi. We are Shanghai.
Oh my God. Gee,
Let's go.
why have I
love it
never
every
heard
time.
that before? Why? Why am I just hearing this now?
I took so long to do this, man. I mean, it took me almost 8, 9 hours to do this, and I really wanted to be special. And yeah, man, this is how amazing I saw your project. So it's one of my special ones. It's one I actually hear it sometimes on my way to work just to get me going. I love it, guys. So I hope you appreciate it to the fullest.
Oh my God. What? So I don't know if CryptoPunk set this up. What kind of bullish people did we get together to make a room like this? I'm sweating. Who's that European guy who was up here? That Raider. Who is that? Was that Kusnuki? I heard somebody. Shagugi? No, it wasn't Shuggy. Who was it?
No, it was Taker. It was Taker from
Bring
Belgium.
that fucking guy back up here. Jesus Christ.
Taker from Belgium.
Taker got me sweating from the
Taker from
European love. I can only imagine. Jesus.
His sexy voice. He's got a sexy voice.
He goes, the raids are popping. That man.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Keep going. I like it.
If you guys don't, it seems like everybody here knows, but to anybody listening, the magic of successful DeFi is fucking, you can cut it with a knife in this room. These people are what it's about. These people, you give that guy we were just talking to, hand him the ball, let him run. He's ready to go. That is what we need. And
thank you, guys.
Yeah, and honestly, that intro is great, man. I love the Spartacus Ryoshi moment. I'm Ryoshi. That's
you
cool,
like
man.
that. We actually got that. Kid actually thought of something. He goes, "Hey, we should do something like Fight Club." When in the end of the movie, you thought it was Brad Pitt, but then there's actually the other actor, and it was him the whole time, and it was just his alter ego, and it was just crazy. And we wanted to do something, so Kid came up with that. That was a genius moment by Kid, and we went with it, and it just came together. So just imagine, how much I love DeFi that actually can do that. So imagine the passion we're gonna do to our project, and wait till you hear our skit when I do for 24K for the community. It's gonna be literally a movie. Just shout out to Tsuka, and let's get it going, guys.
Let's get it. And really, to be honest, you guys, I've been a pretty. Tsuka's birthday's coming around. We got May 26th coming up right around the corner. There's almost too much going on in Tsuka right now. So, and I'm really amped up with everything that I just heard. So I gotta calm down. My blood sugar's low, so I gotta chill out.
I wanted to get people amped up for that. That's why I'm like, that's like the amped up. I'm like, what can I do to really get the speakers really stoked up when they cut? I'm gonna give them their own movie trailers.
Yeah,
and give them some special. So get you riled up. You won't even know what to do with yourself after.
Well, I think Tsuka certainly feels welcome. And it's really important, guys. Every person that we've heard from the project, first of all, the investment into gold, solid bullion, ounces, ingots, or whatever the investment was in, that's a great idea. I like that. But just really, I mean, all we're out here doing is we're in a gymnasium of trying to find usefulness. And I mean, you guys are a community. It sounds like a lot of community tokens are here. I mean, really, the new meta is community driven, fair launch, no big teams that get in early, these types of no VCs, organic growth, community growth, all those things are like humming right now. And like a lot of everybody said, I mean, we're on the verge of the biggest market cycle to date. We're on the verge of a bull run that's going to dwarf all previous bull runs. And every one of these community, I mean, meme tokens, guys, if you haven't noticed, imagine those the images of surfing in Maui, right? You got all these people, calm, still ocean, and all these people sitting on boards just waiting to be carried by this wave. That's the meme tokens. All these meme projects, the community projects, when the tsunami of the bull market comes, there's a reason the memes are out in front. I mean, those are the kid glove introduction into crypto. I mean, having Shuggy here, apparently he was really early in Shiba. I missed that whole boat because I wasn't that early. But yeah, I mean, everybody's profile picture, every third profile picture is a dog. I mean, there's a reason we're all here. And Ryoshi and his values with starting Shiba Inu, I mean, if it wasn't a testament to how important those values were, Shiba wouldn't have made the absolute magnificent move that it had. And 960,000 X, I think a 1,000x, over a 960,000x pump is nothing sheer of spectacular. And it's, I mean, now for Tsuka to have started just the way that all you guys are starting, I'm sure you're just trying to claw your ways through the when utility, where utility, what coin do. And I think, I personally had a really challenging time in the beginning because I fell into that narrative like, wow, our Tsuka hasn't like made anything. So we had this, this utility of coordination, this utility of group creation. But when we would tell people, oh, our utility is the community, people would just hack us to pieces. And that's because, I mean, really, they weren't wrong, because, just having a community is not a utility. That's not going to work. Having a community that is entrenched in coordination and creation is where that comes to play. And that utility is substantially far out in front of anything else that anything could bring to the table. Otherwise, I mean, in my opinion, a lot of it is like shtick. But we need that. We need that in crypto. We need these creative shticks, these things that give our token a reason to be held, a reason to be bought. It brings demand. The user experience goes up. Things are exciting. Ball gets rolling. People get in. Price go up. When Lambo, and you're running and moving and shaking. So, I mean, it's exciting, man. And I mean, Tsuka, we all know that. I mean, Tsuka was born. It was burped out of the, ethereal bog of crypto. It had no team. It had no owner. It was just set adrift. It was a stealth launch. And the best way to describe it, guys, is I saw this meme. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but it's a train that stops at the same place on this track every day. And where it stops, it's all rock. There's nothing there. Arid wasteland. No good soil. But where the train stops every day, the air conditioner unit, the condenser, drips water in the same spot. And there is one plant in the entire pit that all these trains stop in at night. And it is in that spot you have life. And Tsuka was born out of the pit of the bear market. We were all looking around for where to dodge the most. Everything was dropping. It was horrible. I mean, we had the Luna fiasco where, I mean, everything that's coming up on the 1 year anniversary, all this misery is what we had straved off and survived. And we found the Sangha. Now, Tsuka, I mean, initially was just a group of people. We got together. We had some organized social channels. Things were working. We had staking operation going for a little while. We were desperate to do what you guys have done and create utility. and not realizing that the reason why this is so hard to describe is because our token, Tsuka, was entrenched in utility from the start. I mean, having Tsuka went from we've had a organizational awakening over the last few months, and Tsuka has started phase 2. And what that means is we've gone from just a series of social channels to massive structure and organization. So there are 4 campuses of the Tsuka operations, 4 whole campuses. Most of you are just omen and loving life and hanging out and posting GIFs in the main chat, which is where a lot of the fun comes from. But if you guys don't know this, there is an endless amount of commotion going on in the Tsuka World Hub, in the private operations hub, in the operations chat. These 4 campuses of Tsuka have changed everything, because it's gone from that that meme coin grassroots, etchings, echoings sense of utility to, I mean, we took our little slice of heaven that we were given on the beach that we had, and we built a boat ramp. And that boat ramp took Tsuka to $150 million market cap. That boat ramp, we've now built a marina. And we have the Enlightened Alliance. That's the integration hub of Tsuka. They're building and creating all the time. The DEX that they've made is just about done. If you guys haven't seen Urloki, it's kind of a revolutionary DEX. It's great. It's got MEV protection. It's gonna change things. It's really, you guys should check that out. We've got the Tsuka World dashboard, which is launching. That's going to give everybody, whether they're in Tsuka and want to develop utility, or they're wanting, like you guys, to collab with Tsuka and have utility built, that's the dashboard to do it. And all of these hubs, the Dharma Council, the Enlightened Alliance, our Zen artisans. I mean, guys, we got like Archan and all these other wildly successful artists just casually making pictures for Telegram, and these are works of art. And the Lotus ambassadors who do all our socials, all of these organizations, these arms of the branches of Sangha, they work together to coordinate. And I mean, we're a gigafactory of production right now, guys. So Urloki's coming out, the dashboard's hitting. We got a bunch of other projects I'm not even sure I can go talk about, but if you guys are as passionate as these individuals and you want to make sure that we save the gold standard of DeFi, come to the chat. Come to the chat. Volunteer. Get it? We are volunteers. Now, granted, through being involved in operations, you can make money in developing the things that we need through the integration channel of Tsuka. So there's a lot of money to be made. We're volunteers. I sweep and make coffee for the Sangha. I am no one special. I am just merely a person. And I see what's being built. And oh my God, I couldn't be happier to be a part of it. I mean, I'm so lucky to be just a regular individual who showed up with nothing more than the universal currency of effort and consideration, and to watch building happen out of the same nothing that Tsuka was created is extremely fulfilling. And I don't know how we got so lucky that all of us here survived the bear market. We survived hell. We survived every news channel saying how crypto's done. We've survived the economy. And honestly, Bitcoin's looking a little precarious right now. You know, Bitcoin's looking a little precarious. It's looking a little over there. And are we gonna see a higher low? Are we gonna see a bust on through to higher highs? What are we gonna see right here? I don't know, but Tsuka, if you'll notice, is a bit undervalued at the moment. We are pushing phase 2 as of now. So this would be a good time for, if you haven't been involved, come into the Sangha, get involved in the experience. We could use the help. We have a massive influx of holders happening, and all of them are getting in at an instant 3x, 4x retrace back to where we've hit 4 or 5 times. I couldn't be more bullish on this project, you guys. I'm really excited. Are you guys all part of the Sangha? I see you guys in the main chat. Are any of you part of operations?
I haven't done any operations, but a few of us are investors in Tsuka.
Oh yeah, I got a nice bag. I love Tsuka, man. As soon as you guys were on the show and I really found out the narrative, I was like, oh man, I gotta get some. You know, this is a forever project. The fact that you guys just I just heard the whole concept what you guys were doing and how you guys are in one, meditation state of like being in the same frequency and wavelength, and you guys just talk about that inner peace and just believing in a project, and that's why like the whole community was just it happened, and they were manifesting it. And this is a lot what we talk about, and everybody was manifesting together as a community, and it just took off. And I can see this hitting, a million market cap easy, non-financial advice, but with all the things happening and crypto just going up, and everyone seeing what's going on with memes, it's just a matter of time that Suka's gonna blow because they got, just their forever legacy project. And the fact that you guys got tied to a Ryoshi and stuff like that with Shiba, I mean, it just shout out to
Yeah.
I think you're rugging Walter.
Well, that just means the Lord thought he'd made his point. So, yeah, guys. I mean, we're all on the eve of some real big change, and I couldn't be. I mean, for example, just the DEX. I mean, Tsuka has done the largest community funded giveaway that crypto and DeFi have seen. Tsuka is now involved in one of the major DEX creations that's completely 100% community funded that DeFi has ever seen. It's every day we get the opportunity to launch these things, and the biggest problem I think is just that it's been a little bit difficult with the transparency because Tsuka got spread a little thin because the operations got a little bit more vast than we expected. And we needed to upgrade these social channels to have more organization. And since that's been in the works for months, and now it's finally done. And we're finally in a period where, I mean, God, it's or Loki alone. I mean, we're gonna have liquidity constantly going back into Tsuka. It's any project can pair with Tsuka through Tsuka World. I mean, describing utility. Imagine your community project is a sprawling workshop complex like a gigafactory that has the capabilities to create anything that we decide. It is unlimitedly able to be utilized, and it can be fun. We get to have fun. We get to be talking about bringing ourselves up, being positive, fixing. Like right now, the chart's down. We got a lot of people that are learning ways to really understand crypto better. If you have somebody who has a large bag, paper hand at the bottom, you get to see something that's not normal. You don't see that they're up 2,000%, that they got in weeks before other people found out, and they're finally tossing their hands up and leaving. These are people that tried to come in really quick, get a little gain, grab a big bag, manipulate their situation, maybe have a quick run, and then pull out. And guess what? Now they're selling for a loss. I love that. I think that everyone, I mean, you guys, selling is an important concept. We need to understand selling is important. Your ability to sell at some point is wildly important. That's why liquidity is an important thing here. So, I mean, being able for memes to, and actually to another point to, where's our friend here? Mr. Shuggy. Mr. Shuggy, I am infinitely grateful for Shiba. I mean, Shiba was able to help people learn advanced concepts involved with like and dress them up with kid gloves, right? Oh, you woof, you bury, you dig, all these things when really you're operating balancing liquidity pools, and you're providing LP, and you're maintaining DeFi. And learn why we're all here is to teach the masses. And I don't know if you could tell, I'm really excited. I'm really bullish on Tsuka. I couldn't. There's a lot coming. Every big exchange is going to list Tsuka. The community is growing rapidly. The foundations they're all built and hollowed out. And then the fact that Ryoshi stealth launched and created our token. I mean, there's only 1 billion of them, and as far as I'm concerned, each one is a work of art. Because of the pedigree we have, every token of Tsuka is coveted. And everybody knows. Every BitBoy tweeting about Tsuka. You got Everybody else tweeting about Tsuka. They're all holding Tsuka. Everybody knows what's going on. If you don't have a bag, please, the only requirement for joining operations is effort, consideration, and you got to hold some Tsuka. So join the community. Come on in. We are more than needing of the hands. And yeah, man, let's save DeFi, guys. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go,
Man. Hell yeah. Hey, Maurice, you want to hop in, brother, too, man? I want to hear your thoughts,
I'll
man.
jump on. I got a good history with the Sangha over there. I've hosted Russ, I think probably 3 times on a few different channels.
We love Caesar.
Yeah, I wish Russ is doing an amazing job. If you haven't ever yet, though, for anybody new to Tsuka, maybe this is the first time hearing about it. If you haven't ever yet checked out Patty Stash and his profile, when he sees a reversal coming on a Tsuka chart, that is something you got to check out, if you haven't yet, because that is, peak energy. That's like peak crypto, right? The euphoria that you experience in the space. That's, that's Patty looking at a reversal happening on the Tsuka chart. But yeah, no, I first kind of came around through CP, like CryptoPunk. There we hosted in January, and that was right around the giveaway that Russ was talking about there, the massive giveaway. I know a few of our community members ended up, submitting entries and got lucky. I think actually my coordinator Buck was lucky enough to win one of the prizes through his submission of like one of the, I think it was 5,000 Tsuka tokens. So he's pretty excited. He's still holding his bag for the future because he's bullish. I mean, even when I hosted them on our main channel for the first time, Patty was there, Uncle Nut was there, everybody kind of that I've had the chance of hosting was there for the very first one, all on the stage together. And Caesar got so bullish listening in, he aped 5 ETH on what was already a green candle. So, he was pretty excited at the time. And I just saw Patty pop in. Yo, he's here? What's going on,
Shit.
Patty?
You said his
Let's
name
go.
too many times.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's going
Happy
on,
Mother's
guys?
Day.
Oh shit, he's here.
Happy Mother's Day,
Mother's
man.
Day.
Happy Mother's
Yeah,
Day to
yeah.
all you bros out there. And the mothers, of course.
What's going on?
you
Yeah, I was
know.
just on a nice little tangent about Tsuka, experience with you guys, and
I can't believe you
I opened by
manifested
saying
Patty.
if you haven't checked out a Patty reversal video yet, that's peak euphoria. So everybody's got to definitely go do that.
The one thing I will say, so this is the one thing I want to put into perspective for people to take into consideration. Everything goes up and down. Everything's cyclical, right? We had our fun back in 2022, but pretty much all of 2023, as far as Tsuka goes, it's been like this boring period of consolidation. So, of course, people are bored. And it's like, I'm bored too, but I understand the inherent value that this token holds, which is why I'm not willing to sell. Because I realize if I sold out of my position and then something happened, it would be very difficult for me to buy back into that position because basically the token has had a year to jockey for position. People have had the chance to sell, to buy. So now everybody pretty much is holding because they're like, okay, I've solidified my position. Whereas pretty much the rest of the market recently made a really big pump. So that's one thing that a lot of people really aren't taking into consideration. Like, yes, Pepe is a new meme coin. It did something that was amazing. It made a pump that was like astronomical. But the crazy part is, if you compare it to Tsuka, the pump was almost the same as far as the return on investment. And I say that because they hit 1.5 billion. We hit 150 million. We started at 10K. I don't know where they started, but if they started at 100K, that's the equivalent of the same. But the point is, all these other tokens in the market have been pumping recently while Tsuka has been positioning itself to pump. And so when Tsuka begins to move, that's when people are going to realize what it's capable of. So, I always say people have to forget so that they can remember. You forgot the previous market cycle, but then all of a sudden you started remembering the money that people made. So you say to yourself, I want to get back into crypto before everyone else does. So that's what happens. The money starts coming back into the market. And then that new money that comes in starts looking, where do I go? Where do I buy? And of course, you have tokens that pump, that get hyped. So people are like, let me get into this, let me get into that. But what matters most is tokens that have strong fundamentals. And Tsuka, as I've said many times, has this mathematical outlier that people won't really acknowledge until the price starts to move. And I realize it sounds stupid to say that because you could say the same for any token, but there are so many elements of risk that other tokens have that can get in the way, preventing the price from pumping. So if anyone was wondering, how did Tsuka make the pump that it did in 2022? It's because it has all these little nuances and idiosyncrasies that give it this inherent value. So when the money started to actually come in, that's where it really showed the potential of the project. So I believe that nothing has changed from the day that I bought on July 3rd to today, except that the community's bigger and the token distribution is more decentralized. So we've literally positioned ourselves perfectly over the last 10 months for what I believe is about to come. And it's like, I know it's boring. Everyone's looking, hey, other stuff's moving. I don't blame people if they sell. But I will say this one thing, because I've been saying the same thing for 20 years. When you sell a token after being bored of holding it forever, and then it starts to pump, there's no worse feeling in the world, because you committed to that token, because you believed in it, but because you saw other things pumping, you decided to give off, break up with that token and say, I'm going to go this other route. And then all of a sudden, it may or may not blow up in your face. But looking back, it's almost always the wrong decision to make, because the reason that price has gone sideways and has been wasn't moving for so long is because it was in that period of consolidation about to break out, but people got impatient and sold too soon. So I feel that Tsuka is in that position right now. And I know I'm rambling forever and I'm going to stop talking, but every other token, as far as altcoins within the meme market, have kind of caught that meme hype, but we didn't catch that yet. So as those other tokens start to bleed out a little bit, I see that money slowly starting to come into Tsuka. The price of Tsuka slowly starting to creep back up above 5, back to 10. Then when it starts getting near 15, that's when the world will start to say, oh, wow, here we go. Look at Tsuka. It's coming back to life again. And we'll see what happens from there. And I don't know if I lost you guys because I have bad service, but it's possible I may have cut out a
You
little.
sound
No,
perfect,
we're
Patty.
following the
Like
whole
a
time,
fucking
man.
angel, Patty.
Yeah, and I'll actually hit you with a couple points back to that, because I've been really following and watching the market too, because you know what, I kind of live in my little AMA bubble. And when we hosted you guys in January, with your general analysis of the market, the way you looked at things, I kind of shifted and started taking a bit more of a large scale approach. And last 6 months, I think it is, no new fiat has really been uploaded into the crypto space. So it's very interesting that we were having this huge market pump, but from a fiat or a retail level, there's no new money coming in. So it's cyclical. It's a lot of the volume is being generated by exchanges and stuff like that, and these market makers to obviously create sense of FOMO. The liquidity side of things, this new meta, especially on ETH, liquidity is super high supply, very low liquidity. Most are less than 1% that you see hit these crazy high caps. And then on the other side, it's the market capitalization of crypto has gone from just over 1.3 trillion to under 1.2. So like over 130 million, I think, or 130 billion has been taken out of the market in the last 4 months. So, no new fiat's coming in, 130 billion's exited, but yet we're seeing this mini meme season, right? This crazy, that little pump that's gone on the last couple of months. So yeah, I agree. People saying it's bull market, bull season. I kind of just laugh, because if you look at the larger stats, it's great to see that there's excitement in life, but it's definitely not bull season. And I'm excited for 2024. That's really where I think things will start to turn. And like you said, it's just whether or not people have the patience to stay through the next couple of months.
Yeah, 100% agree. It's people need to follow the macro indicators, because obviously Bitcoin goes through a market cycle every 4 years. So if you kind of understand how that Bitcoin market cycle works, you'll kind of understand how market cycles work. So as you say, the most important thing is look at the total dollar volume within the market. It hasn't really begun to increase. All we've really seen is a redistribution of where that money has gone, where it's kind of gotten sucked out of everything else, and it's gone into a lot of these meme coins. So eventually those meme coins will reach a saturation point, and then that money will get redistributed. However, there is a big change that happened recently in the market in the last month, and that is Pepe doing what Pepe did, which I think, You know, as many people can hate on it as they want. Fine, it doesn't matter. But that token went from nothing to 1.5 billion in about 3 weeks. So what's going to happen is you're going to see all these kids. You're already seeing it. You know, hey, I'm 22 years old. I made $3 million. I just bought a Lamborghini. That shit, as much as you hate it, because I hate to see it, it annoys me because it's like, hey, man, you kind of got lucky, but good for you. I'm happy. But people see that and they go, what? What? This little 20-year-old kid put $600 in this and he cashed out $3 million. I want to do that. I remember a couple of years ago, everybody was doing that. So that's what happens. If this is your first market cycle, it's going to be really exciting for you because things go from shit to like, holy crap, in an instant. And it's wild because once the money starts to come in, it just keeps picking up and picking up and picking up. And then all of a sudden you're going to realize you had an altcoin that was sitting in your wallet that was worth $30 and all of a sudden it's worth $6,000. And you go, how in the world did that just happen? But that's what's going to happen. So that's why I keep saying we're at like that halfway mark. The market's getting close to shifting back so that the money starts to come back in. When the money comes in, that is a different ball game because everything that you're holding, it's like add 10x to it because the volume 10x is everywhere. So if you 10x the volume across the entire board in the entire crypto market, everything rises. You know, as they say, a rising tide lifts all boats. So when Bitcoin starts to pump, that money comes back in, everything changes. And if you're in the market and you have an asset that has value, that people see has value, that has the ability to get hype and pumped, there is no better thing than literally sitting back in your position, watching as it just keeps going higher and higher. And you start getting nervous because you start saying to yourself, oh my God, I'm up so much. Do I sell? Do I hold? Like, what do I do? That's the nerve-wracking situation in a bull market is like, where do I sell? And it's like, we're not there yet. And as you just mentioned before, you know, this is not a bull market. It's just a little mid-market pump in one little area. Once the market starts coming back and the volume, dollar volume enters the market, that's when everything changes. That's why for so long I keep saying, who gives a shit about what's happening with Tsuka right now? Because it really doesn't matter. Because once the money starts to come in, that's when everything changes, when it breaks 15 cents. So, let's go. Get fired up.
Hey, let's go. Hey, how you guys got me fired up, guys? I'm over here just listening, man. I'm like, hey, did I lose being the host? Like, what just happened? But man, this is a privilege and an honor to have, you know, Maurice here from Caesar, and you know the speaker right now, man. He's just killing it right now. I mean, for Tsuka, I love everything together, guys. So this is just another special, you know, Mama's Day edition. Walter out here in Hollywood Beach live. He's drinking so he can't no more. And it's like, what happened to Walter? I think he went out. I'm fading out. I text Kid real quick. Kid, I'm fading out, dog. I'm fading out. But yeah, guys, just having fun, looking at this beautiful Palm Beaches, and just sitting back. You know, this is a special time, guys. We're on the bull run right now, and you know, everything all together. This has got me more than ever hyped about what's about. We're about to change people's lives from the little guy to even, you know, the big guy speaking out knowledge and wise that's heard. And you know, I think a lot of us been seasoned enough through the experience. You know, my first take in crypto was in 2012 with my uncle with Bitcoin. So you know, just the origins of everything. And I actually heard about Bitcoin in about 2011 was the first time I was hearing sneak peeks about it. So you know, this is just special times, guys, and I'm super amped up, man. Let's fucking go.
Yo,
Fucking go.
yo, kid, how do you you know how you put on the spaces like a like information so that everybody in the spaces can see it? I can't figure it out. But I tagged you in the little bubble thing on the lower right hand side, and then I dropped it in the KARAT Telegram. There was a meme that one of my friends who's
Excellent
a squid
meme.
girl will say again.
Excellent meme. I just saw it. I love that post, by the way.
So it's based off of that meme where they're saying you know, that bad times create strong men create good times create bad good sorry, I messed it up, but anyway, the meme that he posted, who he's a friend of mine, he's a squid grow whale. He said bear markets create strong memes, strong memes create bull markets create bad memes, and bad memes create bear markets. And I just wanted to put that into the discussion because we are in a builder's market right now. That's where we're at. I'm actually probably the only dissenting voice here. I do think that we're setting up into something different this year. I don't think the cycles are gonna play out as they are, just given the way the financial situation is kind of just deteriorating in front of our eyes. I do think that there will be an uptick of volume before 2024. This is my personal opinion, and of course could be wrong, but yeah, I'm noticing. Just a shout out to our guest here from Pepe Bull. I'm noticing people um, taking a stance, or like taking the initiative is what I'm trying to say, to come into crypto now because they what they saw with Pepe. By the way, I have to say, before Pepe, everyone was talking about Tsuka. Like when Tsuka came onto the scene, it made just as much a splash in the bear market as Pepe did in the bull, and in this kind of bullish scenario. And that was when there was way lower volume as well. And I just remember so many LARPs and so many people trying to, you know, grab some of that attention, like what Suka did. They were trying to, like just like how there are so many Pepe derivatives now. I do remember like so many projects like launching that were trying to just get some of that attention because Suka came onto the scene so strong with their just how community driven they were. Like that, everybody gave them their due respect.
Yeah, and I hate to actually
for
keep
those,
cutting you off. I shouldn't keep doing this.
go ahead.
Like,
No,
when the LARPs were coming all around, guys, I don't know if you remember, Suka was not out in front. There, there were like 8 other LARP coins that everyone, the mainstream had the sub mainstream had kind of been like, these are the Ryoshi tokens. I think
yes.
And so Tsuka was like the last one. I mean, that's Charlie Chaplin lost the Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest, guys. That's what we're dealing with here, okay?
No, but a lot of people don't know that. I wanted to say that because they see Pepe, right, and they're like, "Who's Suka?" Well, I mean, if you weren't here last year, they've made a huge splash on the scene, man, and they've this is a name that won't go down. Like they're known in this space, and for sure, man, you guys deserve all the respect and all the anyone that like wants to invest in a project that's gonna last. Like we were saying, this is a builder's market. They're building because they know what's coming, man. Like millions is a joke. Like billions are coming. For projects. Yeah,
Billions, hundreds of
exactly.
billions.
For sure.
$100 billion. No, there's trillions coming when the crypto market. Oh no! Imagine when we hit 3.5, and then there's that surplus to 7. We already know it's gonna go up no matter what. It's just a matter of time.
Just guys, get your boats ready, get your paddles ready, hold tight on that oar, make sure all your shit's tied down. The waves is coming, and we're gonna catch it. So grab Tsuka. Thanks for letting me be here, you guys. I love this. When you guys get together, I want to fucking be invited every time. Please invite me. This is where this is where the fire comes from. You're storing it here. I want it.
You already know, guys, and I'm a little amped up today. I'm fully to get really amped up. But yeah, guys, this is just another special, legendary, space. Just the fact that it's a Sunday, and every day we just want to be, privileged with everything that we have in our life, and the fact that we all can come together on a nice day where I know everybody's at home, and probably are there's somewhere they're out and they actually take their time because they probably have time off. This has just been a special time and place, and I love crypto. This is why we doing it. Me and Kid, we wanted to be, storytellers of DeFi and, give the little guy a voice. And no matter what project, and we've seen it, that's why I had a Wall Street Baby at 1 million. Didn't even know too much about it. Blew to 60 some plus after the show. So you never know what can happen. And, the fact that we can actually tell the story and narrative for all projects and you do it from a genuine place. This is what, the show's about, man. So you already know. The show is just taking off, and the privilege to have big, huge people like here on the show today, legends. Just shows where we're going, man. So you already know the fire is here. Sit back, hear it crackle, because we're not gonna stop, baby. Let's get it.
Let's fucking go.
Thank
And,
you, Kid Crypto and the Tsuka fam. Happy Mother's Day. We love blockchain. Whoa, whoa.
The songbird has spoken.
Oh yeah, let's go. He even sang for us, baby. I love
I
it.
love you.
But ready, you ready? Yes, you already know, man. Thank you for coming out, man. It's always a privilege to have anybody take their time to come to our show, and we want to do something special with it. Just having anybody voice out and be different than than any other platform out there, and really be an actual physical, just real show. And this is the way we're doing it, and we're not gonna stop. And this is just the beginning on the way to the bull run. So the fact that we got the likes of Maurice right here now and everything, and the whole family. Jules, man, Jules is always holding it down, preaching to everybody and letting everybody know about what's the future and what can be. And he's been right more and more times. And Jules told me stop saying the bear market, Walter. We're in the bull. So he's like, get that word out your mouth. We are in the bull, baby. So everyone knows we're in the bull market, and there's no better time right now. Now with a little maybe summer sell-offs, and then boom, here we go to the next Bitcoin halving. And I'm psyched up, guys. I got the Bitcoin convention coming up on May 18th through May 20th. So you already know I'm fired up. The Miami Heat are going to the Eastern Conference Finals, so I'm even more fired up. It's just too much to happen. I'm like on pure excitement mode. So guys, just this is a beautiful space today, guys. So Taker, you ready, man? We're gonna do the Zen skit for Zen. They're coming up. Zen is just something special. You never seen anything else like it in the space. The fact that Jack Levin, he's the 21st, Google engineer, and he helped out. He was actually speaking with Mario the fall the other day with like 11,000 people about the narrative about their project. And I had to do something special, man. So Taker, spin that shit. If no one heard about it, you're gonna hear the Zen skit. Let's get it.
In Satoshi's undisclosed secret underground lair. The date was October 31st, 2008. I am ready to release the white paper.
Wait, there's a final piece missing.
What is it?
Zen will be the upgrade contract.
Release it now. After helping engineer the greatest technology company the world has ever seen, there was a need for principles and a contract like no other. Infinity supply and minting power for the people. Zenians, rise!
Let's go, baby. Zen is in the house. The K1d Walter Show, another great project. And man, I know you guys got some amazing updates. The fact that you guys just launched on Pulse Chain, that's getting a lot of buzz around the whole DeFi space. And you guys are already turning heads with your whole narrative and your whole engineer that's that created the project. Something special. So, you guys even thinking he has ties with Satoshi, or if he is Satoshi. So just always, I wanted to do something like real amazing with that skit. The fact that I can add Satoshi and add him together, that was basically Satoshi and Jack speaking, and Jack had to do right there in the right before Satoshi pressed the button to unleash the greatest, white paper of all time, and pretty much our origins forever and ever until we pass away. So yeah, man, Zen is in the building.
What's up, fam? What's up, guys? Jack is not Satoshi.
all Zenians are Satoshi. So,
Oh yeah.
that's what one of the videos he actually came out this week. It was kind of cool, and it's kind of like reflecting on like that total idea, and like listening to that skit, like that goes hard. I gotta say, that is very correct. And then, yes, we just did launched on Pulse Chain, and the buzz behind that kind of just reflects that I'm thankful I didn't take part on the very first day of launch, because the GWEI shot up a stupid amount. Because like Pulse Chain just launched on Friday. I'm gonna reflect on Pulse Chain for a little bit before I go into Zen, just to give you guys an idea of the new Layer 1 blockchain here, created by Richard Hart. Since Genesis, there has been 26,515,902 transactions already, correlating with about 2 million blocks, and over 22,532,580 addresses. So if you actually want to interact with Pulse Chain itself, all your ERC20s were duplicated onto your Pulse Chain wallet. So if you want to have a little bit more fun, a little bit less gas fees, and interacting with your contracts, with everything you guys been saying about, there's another opportunity there. And talking about stacking 100 or 10x's, just imagine the different avenues that you can have on different chains too. So, but going back to Zen itself, we just launched yesterday. The global rank is currently right now 498,180 on Pulse Chain. The market cap on Ethereum currently right now is 24 million. It did take a little bit of dive, but the idea behind it is people are just minting away, but at the same time they're burning away. So, is there any kind of questions that you have for me, like about like what launched on Pulse Chain, or what the GWEI went like, or anything like that?
No, I'm just really excited personally just to see you guys once Pulse Chain went live to mainnet and stuff, that you guys are ready to rock, man. That was one of the things that I really enjoy about your project is the interoperability. Depending on what flavor of DeFi you like, or what chain, you guys are basically a one-pop shop. So, me and Walt are quite familiar. We fucking love the project. We've had the community come by before, and we kind of got like like the gist of how everything's put together. And yeah, man, it's just really impressive. You guys have one of the best devs in the world, bar none. And if you guys don't know about Zen, it's definitely up and coming. I feel like you guys are going to be one of the really big winners, especially going into the bull market. One thing I wanted to talk about on this show is people don't really know the secret sauce of what the gains are going from bear market to bull market. So I kind of wanted to explain something real quick. All these tokens, whatever they're paired up with, right? Like for instance, KARAT, we're paired up with ETH. When ETH goes, let's say I'm making up a number 10x in the bull run, just by virtue of our currency being paired in our liquidity pool with ETH, we do a 10x. Everything else is gravy on top with the volume. So that's why we build right now. And what you guys are building and the interoperability, so it's very easy for anybody familiar. You guys have done it like no other. It's one of my favorite projects in the space. You guys have built up. I've been watching, actually on Walter's WhatsApp, it was called out super early, and one of his buddies was like screaming, "You got to get in this," And we've been watching you guys for a long time, and just very impressed. The community is one of the most rabid in the space. So yeah, we just appreciate it, man. Yeah, you tell us what's going on, man. You know, we
I'll
missed
give
some of the
you,
details here and there, but
yeah. So kind of like on Genesis on Pulse Chain with Zen. Uh, so if anybody has familiarity to Zen NFTs, a Zenturion, um, so just a collector's thing with 100 VMUs. I'm going to look at the gas right now. It's going to cost you about 70,715 pulse to transact one of those collective items. And actually, right now, to give another example, so it was basically like zero point 0.2 pulse before Zen launched on Pulse Chain. And the transaction, if I wanted to, what's this say? I'm on PulseX right now. If I wanted to do a transaction of 10 Pulse to PulseX of 39, the transit, I can't even do that cost. Hold on. Let's just do this. Swap. That transaction cost is going to cost about 2,541. So we are really testing the system. We are really testing the protocol, but at the same time, I'm trying to hold hand in hands with the Hexicans and the Zenians and try to bring us together as one as much as possible and just try to thrive. But it's kind of crazy how everything just plays out at the end of the day. I think I saw some screenshots saying it was going to be about 1 million pulse to do 10 or 100 VMUs on the Zen NFTs. So that is a stupid amount. So Gwei went from 2 to about 330,000 Gwei, basically in a instant once the Zen was alive on Pulse Chain. So that's something crazy to think about right there. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, the fact. What was the new update with everything you guys have now with the NFTs? You guys were telling me there's something new you guys got, and you guys are putting all together. Is that gonna be with now with Pulse Chain, or is that more reflective with Pulse Chain, or what's going on with that?
So Pulse Chain just got launched yesterday. Got launched at about 2 o'clock Pacific time. And basically, it's just another blockchain where you can mint your Zen on. One of the other things that have come up on Avalanche, it used to be only 38 VMUs, and moved it up to about the VMUs to 72 on the Zen NFTs. Minting, and everybody in the room, a VMU is just a equivalent to the account. So on Zen itself, if you want to mint just one on like one or do a mint, you have to do it on one wallet. And if you want to do multiple mints, you're gonna have to create more and more accounts. So the Zen NFTs with the VMUs.
nope, I
Nice.
think he rug.
No, I heard him. I heard him perfect. I don't know if he keeps on going.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Sorry,
hear you.
somebody gave me a call and I had to hang up. But basically, yeah. So the VMUs on Avalanche went up to 72. So there's basically equivalent. So the gas fees on Avalanche right now is about $6 instead of $30.80 or something like that. So those are some of the updates. Phoenix actually launched on ETH yesterday as well. And Phoenix is just to acquire Phoenix, you got to burn Zen to acquire it. So when you really think about it, it's the fairest launches of launches, and Phoenix is kind of like the same kind of equivalent of Hex, if you understand the whole identity of Hex and delay gratification, as you guys know it, where you can stake it and earn yield from the inflation factor for the long term. I think the longest term of stake on Phoenix is 22 years. And honestly, you don't have to wait that long, but it's these projects coming off of Zen itself have a very good utility factor in incorporating the ideas of Zen and just first principles, fair launch, no admin keys. Once it's launched to the wild, it can't be stopped at the end of the day, unless, for example, Doge chain actually blacklisted Zen contract, so you can't claim mint. So the chains that can't take up or can't like handle the transactions, it's a good possibility that that is not the right chain for that and right environment, because they can't handle it, and maybe it wasn't built correctly at the end of the day. So we're coming after everybody.
Oh yeah, and I believe it, man. You know, there has to be no hype with this project in a sense, because you guys are very successful already. You guys, what you guys did, you know, what you guys are doing together as a community is just so different that it's gonna catch the eyes of all people in the space, and that's why you guys could keep on succeeding. Your community is strong as a mother right now. You know, and that's funny with Mother's Day, but you guys are just amazing what you guys are doing, you know, and I've seen it. You guys come together, you educate, because you have to educate with this project. It's a lot of things that need to be told, but it's like just like how blockchain is, and the fact that you guys have something where you can continuously push up the market cap, and you guys don't stop. It's like it looking like you guys are always updating yourself, and if something doesn't work or there's something else, the community is always backing up and doing something else and just making things just happen. And I've seen it. You guys will make another, you know, promote another token that's minting for the next, you know, chain, and then it just you guys start minting, and you know, the community goes wild. So the fact that you guys have something that's like just different in the space, you know, all together, and adding, you know, proof of participation versus proof of work. I think that just speaks volume. And just like anything, a community needs to be participating. If not, nothing happens. So I just love the whole premise, what you guys have, and you know, I'm ready to just deep dive and learn more about the project and start myself going more than ever, and not miss out, because I
And
can see this ready. I can see this going to, you know, numbers. You know, I see this hitting like 10, 20,000 X, you know, non-financial advice, but like I think Zen token itself moving. But you guys now are now on Pulse Chain now, correct? Right? So you guys are now on ETH and Pulse Chain as well, Bridge.
Yes, sir. So,
Oh yeah.
and at the same time, I just want everybody to know. So like all your coins on ETH, whatever you had on the day of the fork and the screenshot, is on Pulse Chain itself. So if you want to be a part of the Zen army and you want to like kind of like play with the metrics and everything, you have that capability of going onto Pulse Chain right now before the bridge, because the bridge is not out yet, and it's probably going to be coming in the upcoming weeks. So if you want to get in early before all the big whales and big money comes in, that is another thing. If you want to interact with the contract, and if anybody in the room has any kind of questions, you can feel free to DM me at any time. But also, I want to touch base on the Vampire BRC20 token Jack Levin launched as well. So being another ecosystem play with all the BRC20s and the BRC20 Jack Levin launch, basically was the #2 volume token, and it went up to a collective of a $30 to $35 million market cap within 6 hours of launching it. So that's another thing. And another on top of that, understanding the whole concept of X1, and X1 is basically going to be a layer one that Jack Lemon's going to be building out, and how to acquire it, accumulate it. You're going to have the opportunity of burning Zen on any of the chains, give you the opportunity to actually collect the X1. And some of the information's coming out from that point is an idea that X1 is going to be kind of talking to Bitcoin itself through this idea of BRC20 and going through the blockchain. So it's going to be kind of like a Polygon version interacting with Bitcoin. I did say Bitcoin, so all the data is going to be present on that chain on Bitcoin itself. So that's another thing I wanted to like shout out to the room.
Yeah, I don't mind if I jump in, Walt, if that's okay. But I just wanted to ask, because I know you guys have obviously been building up, you know, on Ethereum for a while. I've heard really good things about Zen as a project, as a community. What's it been like for you guys from like the waiting aspect? Because I know, you know, the Pulse Chain side was obviously a big part of your roadmap and your plans. So, you know, with that being kind of delayed a few times, like what's the community been like? Like as you guys have had to announce, you know, we have to delay, or this is kind of being put at a bit of a standstill for now until that's, you know, figured out. Like how's the response been over the time?
Well, like depending on which kind of community members, because we have any kind of light. We have people from South Africa, we have people from Asia, Philippines, Australia, United States, Canada, Mexico, Brazil. So honestly, the different lights on that kind of concept, everybody's going to have a different delaying. Like for me, myself, I understand the concept of delayed gratification, and I'm just chilling. You know, I'm just utilizing the Zen NFTs, and I have a like calm understanding what direction it's going to be going. So for myself, like I know the game of crypto. I know there's delays. I've been a part of teams. I've created tokens. I've created contracts. I'm developing one right now myself, and I know the frustration sometimes. But at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason, and like it's kind of funny. I'll give you an example. I'm not going to name the individual, but there's a person that was like talking so much shit about like Pulse Chain not launching. Oh, it's never gonna launch. Blah 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 blah. And then if it freaking launches on Friday, and he's like, yeah, blah 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 blah, and like so everybody's gonna have their different feelings when it comes to the play out of crypto, and it's just we're just thankful that Pulse Chain has been launched. It's been very successful, and it's just the blocks. There's a lot of people trying to get on the train, so the gas fee it's climbing a little bit right now.
No, I respect that for sure, and I appreciate that. And everybody, I'm kind of the same with you. You know, typically if things take time, you know, if you're going through it the right way, you know, it's worth the wait. That's, you know, that's what the cheesy old saying goes, right? But yeah, no, I love that. And I did have a second question in terms of like the brand, right? Because Zen, you know, obviously very, you know, if you're into yoga or any, it's that type of health and wellness stuff, you know, that's a word that's very impactful that you see used a lot. And, you know, with the community at Tsuka, they're so much into, you know, meditation and wellness and that. So how do you guys play off of kind of like that mantra and that vibe as well, from like a branding perspective?
Well, of course, like for like branding perspective, we have there's a lot of people who come on to like we have a lot of Twitter Spaces, basically almost throughout the day. There's different individuals that host them, and but basically, we have a lot of people that are into spirituality. We have a lot of people that are into like the moon, like solstice and that kind of play. But for myself, I'm just using it as, because I'm dealing with some shit in the real world. It's just a place where I can just come in and relax and not really think about what's going on in the surrounding space, and just coming in and just be zen and talking with my other Zenians, and we can talk about anything, kind of talk about like what's going on with the world. I bring in our spaces, I'm the one that people come to ask questions about, like some stuff that kind of blows people's minds. I won't get into it too much right now, but like the whole idea of the financial system, what's really going on. Do we have an elite class? Is the 9-to-5 job a slave class? So like there's all these different ideas and conversations that we have with everybody when it comes to the Zen ecosystem. That's how I would say right there.
No, and that's awesome, man. And yeah, I was just kind of curious because I know Walt and Kid have spoken, very highly of Jack himself, the lead dev here. And I know the project as a whole is very, kind of big tech and very, if you're not so much a Solidity guy or technical guy, you may miss it or not understand it fully on, first or second touch points. But just, that type of concept is a lot easier to translate, right, from like a branding or adoption. So yeah, no, that's awesome. Thanks so much, Coach.
Yeah, no problem. And like another thing is just think about actual cash. So if you really think about Zen and you think about the US dollar, the Federal Reserve, who is no one elected them. They are totally outside the realm of the United States. They are a corporation. They are owned by individuals. And basically they can print out as many freaking dollar bills as possible. So that inflation will hit your pockets every single day of the dollar. With Zen itself, it launched on Genesis. You were able to collect 1,000 Zen a day on one account. I'm just going to specify on one account. And every single day, that number goes down by 1. So the next day is going to be 29,999. In 100 days, it's going to be 29,900. So it keeps on going down. So it basically has an 8-year plan. And then with the concept of staking, every 90 days, that APY percentage goes down by 1 itself. It started at 20%. And currently right now, I think it's at 18. So it has the whole game theory of you are Satoshi. You are Satoshi. You pick your own life. You know what I mean? So like it has in the realm of Bitcoin and first principles, no admin keys, and also really think about like going deep and going into the rabbit hole of everything. Like Jack Levin was the 21st employee of Google, okay? And he basically started that infrastructure. Secondly, he helped start up the infrastructure of Twitter. So if you really go down that kind of thing and understanding like the different like kind of like gameplays and game theories and all that kind of stuff, which I love doing myself, it's something to really reflect on and think about.
Heck yeah, man. And that's why this narrative is just amazing. The fact that it's long term, it's not going anywhere. I was just going to bring that fact up, that this project is not going anywhere. The fact that you guys have the long plan, this guy that follows through this project, and the fact is, Maurice just said in fact, like it's technical in a sense, and that's what Bitcoin was, and everybody missed out, right? Oh, I don't understand the I don't know. And then now when they see the numbers, like, wait, I want to know, I want to know. So the fact is, now we're, a project like that that's not going anywhere. It's something different. Everybody in the community owns it. It's just something special. So that's why I speak very high of it. I know the team is not going anywhere. These are people that are top people in the world itself, and the team that he can infrastructure together bring. I mean, he can have the top people in his phone and people that want to, especially now that DeFi is taking off. I'm not gonna lie, I can see Jack being a pioneer more and more for crypto. So that guy's not going anywhere. So the fact that if they can't get it right this year, they'll get it right, and they'll get it right, and they'll keep on getting it right every year, and they'll figure out something successful. And you know, um, the fact that he's one of the engineers of Google, I'm not gonna doubt that man. And it's just it's super cool that he's getting in DeFi now, right in the beginning of the infancy, before what I call the greatest transfer of wealth we've ever gonna see, coming. It's gonna be special, man. So I really appreciate you coming by, man. Zen in the building. Appreciate you so much, man. It's always a privilege and an honor to have projects talk about their narrative, and just humbled how the show is just taken off for us being the top show on Sundays in DeFi. And thank you, Zen, for coming out. Really appreciate it. So
Love
thank you guys.
Appreciate it. But
Thank
honestly,
you.
I just want to end on this note. Really, I would just go into Pulse Chain mainnet, because your Sheeb, your Pepe, and all those, I've been seeing a lot of transactions going back and forth in Pulse Chain itself with PulseX. So all your tokens were copied over. So if you want to be interacting with another blockchain, you are free to do so. That's all I want to say. And thank you for having me.
So, oh yeah, Zen to the next one, baby. Already know Zen's not going anywhere. So Zen, you make sure you guys always come through, show them, let them know how much love we got for you guys, and always keep up with updates. And Maurice, thank you again for those amazing questions, bro. It's just super cool to have you like work. I'm like, damn, now we professional now at the world famous K1d Walter Show. We got Maurice coming through, just lasering those amazing questions and more. And I'm learning just as fact from Maurice and more. And this is why I love DeFi, man. Stop laughing, Maurice. This is not funny, bro. I'm trying to be serious here with my third trick in my hand. But yeah, guys, I love you guys. And before we got our boy Jake in the house. Jake, I don't know if you want to say what's up, man, before we go to the next one.
Yo,
I don't know. No, it's
Happy
Jake,
Mother's
man.
Day to all my moms out there. How we doing?
What's up, my man? What's up, brother? This is the Hollywood Beach edition. Happy Mother's Day. Until Walter can't drink anymore edition. So yeah, man, I appreciate you, Jake, coming out, man. Which it's always a privilege to have you on Sunday. And happy Mother's Day to your mother. Thank God she had you, because you're a fucking
Walter,
legend
are you
more than
hitting on my
ever. So
mom?
let's all get it. I don't know. I don't know. I saw your mom's kind of hot. I don't know. Wait. I don't know.
All
I'm
right,
just
I'm
saying.
dumping.
But yeah,
I'm
man.
dumping on everyone.
No. We love you. We love you. I never looked at her. Oh, but yeah, man. Just happy Mother's Day out to your mama, man. Thank you for coming by the show.
Oh yeah. All right, man. I love the work. Keep it up. I'm here for the ride.
Thank you, man. Oh yeah, you already know, man. So appreciate you. So yeah, kid. I man, it's just like every show is just another bangity bang bang banger. You let me know we got the legend of all legends, Blue Couch, and in the house. So this is gonna be special. I mean, I've been watching him, been seeing what he's doing, and the fact he's got a project going on, and leading the way. It's super cool to have him on here. So let's get it.
Yeah, I think he ended up having some sort of time conflict or whatever. But we can just show some support. He was in here earlier. He had waited for a while and what have you. So we'll definitely show some love. Pepe Bull, it's his first project. If you guys don't know, Blue Couch, go on YouTube. He's one of the biggest channels on there. He's launching his own project. It's going to be awesome. Like, we always root for the good guys in the space, and people that actually, are willing to, go out on a limb and put, they're not just names behind the screen. Not that there's anything wrong with that in DeFi and stuff. But we're the type of people, we ride for what we do. Take responsibility and build communities and do things together is our style. So, but yeah, I think some of his community is probably in here. But big shout out, just launched Pepe Bull, so I figured I'd give them a shout out. But yeah, and we can kind of go from there. If any other projects want to come on and talk about their respective projects, or if you wanted to talk about, I know Jake's in Wall Street Baby all the time. You're more than welcome to update us on what's going on over there. If anybody else wants to jump in the mix, man, hit that request
But I
button.
wanted to talk about it real quick, kid. I wanted to talk about Pepe Bull because I've seen the bull 3 times in my life in New York, and I think it's symbolic. And that's the same thing I felt about Wall Street Baby. I was just there October, and I think it's hilarious that they added the bull with like the Pepe, and he just looks mad. Like I'm the Pepe Bull, like I'm the original. So I can really see it taking off. No matter what, the Pepe vibe is not leaving, guys. The trend is there. Like you didn't want to hear it when you heard everything was Inu and everything had to do with Shiba. I'm sorry, it's Pepe's not going anywhere in the sense I see it. The community is wilding. So the fact that there's gonna be projects that are like brothers, sisters, cousins, people are gonna love that narrative. They're gonna there's a lot of people in Pepe that made money, so they will be supporting projects. I can see it happening. With a project like this that's strong with the community, they just have to come together. They got the guy, the legend Blue Couch from Podcast. I mean, he's amazing. So I mean, I've seen him how he's been, running things. I'm like, man, this guy's really making some noise and really talking about DeFi in a professional note. Taking it real serious, not making a mockery of it. So the fact he's got a huge following and the fact that he's doing something like that, Pepe Boo, I can see him doing something and not giving up and making things happen. So you can see it right there happening. So I think it's hilarious, the whole Pepe Boo vibe. And just shout out to him, and I hope next time you could come and update us, man. This was super cool to like even hear about it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
no,
wanted to comment.
absolutely, man.
I wanted to comment on the Pepe Bull dev because I was actually looking at his project. Someone that Maurice maybe or Caesar had mentioned that to follow their channel was mention him, and he's really good. I think shout out to what's his name? Sorry, I don't know by name. His name is Civilian Investors Gems, and I follow his channel because Caesar or you, Maurice, I don't know if you were the one that had mentioned that.
No, that's the big dog. He's the one with most of the connections in that space. And yeah, he's again, we've been a little bit with the market and the cyclical effect, and a lot of the good teams that we know still running their projects months, years later. He's been very picky on some of the plays. We haven't been posting a lot, but he's definitely follows a lot of these channels and does try and recognize and shout out the ones that he sees putting out the work and really trying to find those gems. So yeah, there's been a few, man. Somebody shared in one of them. Somebody shared like Pepe at like 14K in one of the channels. He shouted out like 3 times. There was somebody else who shared, what was it, Ribbit, I think, at 4K in one of the other ones. So yeah, like again, there's lots of smaller channels. You can take a little bit more risk, obviously, when your volume and your pump and stuff isn't as high. But yeah, man, definitely check out some of the ones that he'll mention because they take a few more shots, and it is somewhat a numbers game in the space, but you can find some really good ones.
Yeah, shout out to him on Telegram. His name is Civilian Investors. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I just want to say thank you for giving me the time of day to talk about Zen. Appreciate your what you guys are doing, and I'm gonna have to cut out here and go to lunch with my mom. So appreciate everything, and happy Mother's Day to everybody, and appreciate it. Love you guys.
Thank you guys, man. I appreciate
Enjoy
you.
your Mother's Day, man.
Happy Mother's
Thank
Day.
you, man.
Just
Hey,
wanted
mama.
I
I
just wanted
bought
to
some Zen.
I just wanted to give a shout out to that dev because I actually talked to him on voice chat yesterday, and he's definitely doing things the right way. He's created a meme coin, but like I was saying earlier, he wants to hold himself and his community accountable. And since it is a 0-0 project, like that's really what's gonna fuel any project. And I just wanted to mention that one of their top holders is a Pepe millionaire. He's got 4.6 million worth of Pepe, and he's supporting them. So there must be some value to the project, like and there that happens a lot. Like that, I remember that happening a lot with like Shiba Inu. Like when Shiba Inu whales would come in to a project, like it would help boost their visibility. So yeah, I talked to him. He's definitely got he's in the right headspace to have a good project, and like hopefully we he can come on next time and update us on what he's doing. But I've noticed that with the recent with the rise of Pepe and it bringing volume back to the market that people were kind of starving for, it did kind of send out like a signal, like I don't know if you remember. I'm a really big a conspiracy theorist, if you want to call it like that. I remember somebody saying that when the U.S. Dropped the atomic bomb, that the sightings of UFOs increased, and then that there was this notion that when that happened, it was like, these guys are going to blow themselves up. We better monitor them. But that's what it felt like. That's what Pepe felt like. It felt like an atomic bomb, and it brought not aliens, but it brought people that maybe were taking us a beat from crypto because maybe they were frustrated with the state of things, or it just wasn't worth it, right? Like I mean, that's how I felt definitely last year. A lot of things were hit and miss, and it was just so frustrating trying to find something good. And I'm noticing an influx of quality people coming back to crypto. And yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to Robert J. Schiller, who was big in the 2021 BSC days, and he launched his own project called Pepe Gone Wild, and he burned 4 BNB of his LP. Who does that, right? Like when you burn your own money like that, it's because you're dedicated to what you believe in, and that's what I did with Shuggy too. I locked that for 102 years, and it shows your commitment. Like you have to do things on the blockchain as a dev, or as when you're trying to build something. You have to put yourself accountable to the people that you're calling your community. It's like you're running a business, right? And the customer is always right. And I treat everybody in my community, big or small, equally. And you have to. I saw the Pepe Bull Dev, how he interacts in his community. He takes all feedback on board, and you need to do that as when you're running your own project. Every consideration, every opinion is valid, and you might not be able to see all the angles. So that I'm seeing that I'm really excited about where we're going in crypto right now, because I'm seeing the genesis of big projects and small alike, building the foundation for what's coming. And it's an exciting time for those that are in crypto, that that haven't given up. Like we're seeing things lining up for what's coming, and the people that are out that are still thinking that all of crypto is a scam, like the people that perennially never, they never understood crypto. Like we feel crypto in our bones. Like we eat, sleep, and dream crypto like 24/7, all of us here. And that's we're seeing it. Yeah, we're seeing the what's coming, and I'm super excited. So I'm happy everyone. Thank you for allowing me to be here on the spaces. And look, I consider all of us like pioneers. Like we're early adopters. It feels really good to be an early adopter.
No, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Jules
you're
is
the
the
best,
man.
man. Oh, go ahead,
Jules,
guys.
it's always a privilege to have you. No, man. I mean, Jules speaks the truth, man. Ever since Jules, got on with us and speaking on the show as well, coming by, great things have been happening. And behind the scenes, he helps out so many people in crypto and more, man. So he's just one of those guys that, it's just those big unsung heroes that people don't know of, but that do know. And Jules, bro, already know you more than ever, man. And can't wait to have the bull run. That you've been waiting for more than ever, that you set us up for. And I already see it happen already during soon as September, October happens, I already see something crazy happening. So non-financial advice, but you already see by that time it'll probably be too late with the Bitcoins and Ethereum and more without coins. So just pay attention to the summer moves, guys. Things might be real spicy.
No, I totally agree, man. Really appreciated everything you do, Jules. He was very instrumental in the migration process with KARAT. He really helped out. I've known him for a couple years. A lot of our friends were friends of friends. We didn't really know each other, but knew of each other, and it's really cool to finally link up and get to know him, man. It's been a pleasure. Everything that you've done has been very selfless, and yeah, a lot of respect to you, man. So thank you for taking the time to host this with us, as well as Maurice, the whole gang getting together. It's been a huge week for us. Me and Walt, we man been going like crazy. We got this new contract. Migrations are a pain in the ass. All that sort of stuff. We were just mentally to our breaking point, and we got everything. It all worked out, and everything's all good. And this was just the epic space. Fucking Maurice, man, big shout out to you, man. We love Caesar Calls, man, and what you guys are doing over there. As this industry just blows up, guys, you know, everything that we're all doing, guys, is just going to 20x. I'm not just bullish on the projects on here. I'm bullish on the individuals that are in here as well. And you know, there's even going to be future influencers and things that are going to have shows that are probably in the audience right now listening, and it's their first day, and man, we're all there to help, man. And you know, as long as we continue to have good actors in the space like this, hosting these type of things, you know, we're going to keep people, you know, steered in the right direction and not, you know, in sketchy back alleys that can happen in DeFi, man. So it's really cool having a cool cast like you guys to rap with and chop it up with, man. So thank you for taking the time, especially on Mother's Day.
Yeah, man. Again, thanks for having me. And again, I wanted to, because Jules brought up a point about community, and I know maybe a lot of people, because we're kind of newer on Twitter. I only started getting active, you know, kind of later last year. You know, a lot of people maybe who hadn't been on Telegram. Caesar and I have been buddies since high school, since grade 9. So I've known him almost 18 years now, in real life. And, you know, we always game together. We stayed friends through kind of like video games and stuff throughout university, and as we went our separate ways in life. And, you know, we just were talking one day, and he was mentioning that after we kind of chatted about SafeMe and a few others, he got into crypto full time. And, you know, he'd been doing some helping out some teams with some marketing just for, you know, a little bit of money here and there, but he just loved what he was doing. And, you know, fast forward October, we were golfing, and, you know, we're out on the golf course, and I kept hearing him talk to someone. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Like, what? Like, and I kind of got mad because, you know, we're golfing. You're supposed to just, I hadn't seen him in a few months, and you're supposed to just, you know, go out there, have a few beers, and just like chat it up. And I was like, bro, what are you doing over there? He's like, oh, I'm on camera for my project. And I was like, what do you mean? And that was when he launched his Catzilla project that he did back in like September, October of 2021. And he did a full week on video, like slept with the video, like facing him while he's like passed out on the couch or whatever, just like show that he was like a real person. And that's kind of how he gained his initial like reputation and following. And like, again, he was one of those people, he tried to push it, he couldn't, he lost, you know, a ton of money on his own coin. And when the liquidity unlocked, he split it up with anybody who was still holding the token. And like, he didn't take any of that. And like, we talk about the concept of like liquidity farming and stuff with some of the devs to just, you know, continuously launch. And, you know, the fact that he did that, I come from traditional finance, and he asked for help to help him. And I saw how he was operating, and I was like, yeah, I'll help you like kind of scale the business and do more of the growth side of things. And, you know, it was just cool to see he was still just being genuine in the space. And again, you know, the space has changed so much since I started in like 2021. But, you know, even within our community, you know, we've had people who have just listened to AMAs. And I always say the space is not just charts. The space is not just, you know, chasing money out there in projects, chasing X's. You know, there's so much opportunity, you know, being this early to get involved. And, you know, we've had people who started out as just community members that are now like hosting for, you know, 100K plus Twitter channels. Like one of my friends, Mary, she started, you know, just as a listener with me in December of 2021 in my AMAs. And, you know, now she's the host for crypto miners. And I've co-hosted with her. Man. Yeah, exactly. So like,
I taught her
She's
how to use
phenomenal.
pancake swap, man, with
Yeah,
the
and she's like the
elongate or
nicest, and she was just
yeah.
like always so willing to learn, and she always jumped on the mic and was just so approachable and asked good questions. And she was just coming from a place of, I just want to know why. It may sound like a dumb question sometimes, but I just want to know. I'm curious, and I love that, that you know curiosity that she had. And we've had so many of those members over the years. And when I saw she was hosting, she started telling me about what she was doing. I immediately was like, how can we try to work together? And I had never partnered with another channel before, but because of Mary, it was my first, because again, I just want to support people that I see trying and doing things the right way. And I don't know if Crypto Bulls, or he goes by Mike at Dream Calls on Telegram. But
Yeah. I love Mike.
He came out to an AMA, asked some really good questions. I used to do a wheel spin for a giveaway. He won. I messaged him, be like, hey, bro, you won our giveaway. Can you just drop me your wallet for like 0.1 BNB? And this was back when like BNB was like $55 American. And I sent him the wheel spin with his name saying, congratulations, he won and everything. And he's just like, bro, you're scamming me. Like, what are you doing? I was like, I had to convince him for like 5 minutes. I wasn't a scammer. And like, this is just something you get for coming out. It's all part of learning. But if you ask good questions, you just get thrown on. It's just kind of a side benefit. And, if you like the project, you can throw it back in. That's great. That's even better for them. It's a win-win. And, he did that. He showed up. He asked good questions. Then a project came on, and he asked a really good question. Their founder asked me about him. I was like, he is the best. He got a mod job there, worked his way up to community manager. Now he's worked as like CMO with like some really great projects, very utility driven projects that have been alive, 6+ months. He runs his own channel. He's hosted around the space. I know you guys have had him on, I think, with Shiba Cartel in the past, with Pesos. And yeah, he's the best, honestly. And like, we got so many of those people in the community, and I'm always joking. I'm like, yeah, it sucks that you guys can't show up to the AMAs anymore, but I'm just like so happy to see you, growing around the space. Anytime you need anything, just let me know. And I think that's the way the space grows, is good people get involved and further their voice, and get new people kind of doing the same thing they did.
No, absolutely. And that's so funny because Mary was one of my really good friends. She, like, when I was with the Longgate, we invented like this little help chat or whatever, and she had never bought a coin before. And she came in and stuff, and we had to teach her how to use Pancake Swap. And I really bonded with her because she does foraging of mushrooms. I live in Northern California, so I'm a chef, and I do a lot of foraging of exotic mushrooms and what have you. And yeah, man, just and it was so crazy because
What about mushrooms?
when you spoke up for
What are mushrooms? Wait, are these happy
I'm
mushrooms?
no, these are gourmet ones.
Oh, I'm like, oh, all right, let's go.
I got an echo from your mic, Walt.
Oh, sorry, there's an echo right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay, let me check. Don't make fun of me.
But yeah, no, that's just awesome just to hear those stories and how we all, mingle in the space over the past years, paid our dues in the bear, and everything's going to get huge. Going into the next bull market, having guys like you in the space that helps bring people up, people like Jules. He was one of the Shiba Inu people that you don't really hear about, and he was actually in before everybody. Like when everybody was sleeping on, this guy was pioneering that community. And to have all these legends come together, man, during the bear. And I know things are a little bullish right now, but we're still in the bear. But when this thing gets full blown bull market, and there's like 100 people to one of us, because all this onboarding, these are the legends. You're seeing the legends be built right now, man. And it's going to be amazing, man. And I know what you're doing with Caesar's Calls, Maurice, you and your buddy, Jules, all these projects that come on, man. The ones that just keep showing up, keep building, they don't quit. You're looking at it long term. You're not looking at it as something just like, cheap in and outs, but something where you're really trying to build something, man. And that's what I love about the space is we got the true foundation here, the infrastructure, if you may.
Oh yeah, do I sound better, guys? Because I'm here live on the beach, and I'm about to tell this guy that you're not here anymore, because I can't be drinking all your drinks, kid. I'm ready. I think 2 + 3 + 5 = 7 10. I don't know. I can't even
You're good.
add right. Is it sound good though?
Yeah, you're good, man. We're winding down anyways, man. So you're good. Go ahead and have my drink, buddy. Don't
No,
worry.
no,
This is Sunday.
I already had your drink already, bro. It's done. It's already been drunk. I'm drinking my own drinks now. But now, man, this is just, just the fact that we have Maurice here. I'm not gonna lie. I was manifesting this. I wanted to have, to have Caesar, to, always, be around us and finally just come together, all of us. And, that's because, the top people in the space only attract the top people, that actually care about crypto and DeFi. And if you don't know Caesar, bro, and what they've been doing, then you don't know really about what's really going on in DeFi. So the fact that we got, Maurice here, man, and the story he just like told us, like, was vulnerable, and I got to hear the actual story of the origins. That was so beautiful, man. So this Mama's Day edition got us going, man. Like people are like, well, this is how Mama made it happen. I appreciate you, Maurice, more than ever coming by the show. Jules, we're just starting, guys. Like the bull run is about to take off, and the fact that we're all coming together, like the Avengers and more, this is gonna be special, ride, and all of us want the best for the space. And there's a lot of seasoned, educated people together. No egos. Let's help the little guy, make it, because crypto is just starting, guys. People still don't know what crypto is, and when they only know Bitcoin. And then what's so humbling is they go, how do I buy Bitcoin? So the fact that people still are asking, the curiosity, and Maurice is like the most curious person I've seen ever. I mean, he just nails, like, what is this? That, I mean, I've never seen any more like questions so lasered. And I'm like, whoa, I don't want him asking me a question. I better have my homework ready to go, because the homeboy's gonna just unleash the John Wick on your ass if you don't come right. But yeah, I had to throw that. But I appreciate you guys, man, to the fullest. Coming out, and the bull run's gonna be fucking special coming up. People are gonna make money from the littlest guy throwing $100 to 1,000 or 10,000, whatever you can afford. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm throwing 1,000 rocks and at a time one day, and telling people about crypto, and hopefully maybe one or two people can be like, hey, what you talking about? And curiosity killed the cat. And people that really learned about Bitcoin in the beginning and didn't sell for pizza, as the crazy origins of the saying, look what we are right now. So, the fact that we can, have an actual platform to, talk about crypto and more, and actually make DeFi, special, man. Appreciate, this legendary space, and happy Mother's Day edition. And I'm live from Hollywood Beach, Florida. Let's go. Yes, sir. I'll have another 2 cranberries. No, the guy Kid Crypto, he's coming. Yeah, bring him coming. Yeah, two vodkas and 2 cranberries, please.
Let's go.
Attaboy.
Yo,
Yeah, I
Maurice,
got another special guest. Maybe I wanted to bring with me next week, if you guys would be okay with it. My coordinator, who's been helping me again, for a long time in the space. He runs like a charity channel, and he's trying to do some cool things. And I'd love to get him here with me if that's cool. I was gonna maybe get him to come on and grow his voice and just show some love to you guys, because he's about to do his first charity donation, because he's a volunteer firefighter in real life, in the small town that he's from. And when he hits 10K members, which is coming up, in the near term, he's got a pretty good charity wallet that's building, and he's going to be making a donation to either 1 or 2 different fire departments around the globe to try and help out. So yeah, I wanted to bring him next week, maybe, if that's cool, because he is honestly, I always say he's my proxy, but he does so much for me. I wouldn't be here without him. So yeah, I wanted to, if that's cool, boys, give a little more fire. Bring a little more fire, if you will, to the space next week.
My dad's life got saved a few years back. He had a heart attack. He didn't make it to the hospital, but he was able to get to the fire department, and they were able to keep him alive and get him to the hospital and saved his life, man. So that means something special to me, man. So fuck yeah, dude. We got your back on that, man.
I love it. And again, that's I went through a similar thing. My father had one last summer as well. I think I mentioned that to you. And yeah, so again, firefighters are kind of the unsung hero. I think, they do so much, not just, putting out the fires and running into burning buildings. They do so much around communities, especially in smaller towns, to help out those in need and families in need. So yeah, that's kind of
Oh
was,
yeah. Shout out to
instead
the
of making a
firefighters.
channel for myself, I was like, you know what, man, you've helped me so much. I'd rather put all my resources into kind of helping you in that cause. So yeah, thanks so much for being on board.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yo,
Dude.
shout
Love
out
it.
to them. I'm a paramedic, right? Maurice, 13 years. Trauma.
I did not know
STEMI,
that,
stroke.
sir.
I love my firefighters, man. Shout out to them as well. What we do every day, the craziness right now is mental awareness month that I believe, and a lot of people don't know, the things that we go through, and DeFi really, I'm not gonna lie, has given me that outlet, and I love helping people from a genuine point, and the fact now that I could do it in DeFi and more. When people even, try my nature and where I come from, I'm like, do you know what I do? What my origins are? And I don't even, tell people too much. And I'm like, bro, I could literally save your ass and me and a team. And we do it every day. And we do it without just, and not worrying about money. I've thrown myself in the line so many times where I'm not even thinking about myself with a patient, bleeding everywhere. And people don't know. You don't know what people are gonna have, what diseases, what. And I watch us, and it's just quite odd to just watch my other employees just go in and not worry about nothing and just go. And I'm like, wow, man. So the fact that we would throw ourselves sometimes in probably like a chasing car to grab somebody, it's just in our nature. That's what our calling was, and my calling was to help the world and to save the world from DeFi and by financial freedom. And that's why I started the Make Money Army, and that's how me and Kid Crypto met. Because my friend, shout out to him, he knows who he is. Without him I wouldn't be here. And just a shout out that you set up to Caesar, the fact that it's the origins, and without him I wouldn't be here. And it's just crazy to see where I'm at now, and the fact that I got the space with Kid Crypto, the top man of all time, leading communities, humbled, and then Maurice. Man, people, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a dream, and I gotta pinch myself. So I'm truly humbled to the whole journey, and I'm not gonna stop. And if you didn't know now, you're gonna know now. That I'm not gonna fucking, not stop until the whole world knows the word Bitcoin. And then after that, it can be Ethereum or meme, but we got to start from the origins. And all of us are going to be pioneers for everybody in the future. So let's fucking go. I'm fired up. Appreciate everybody here. Oh yeah.
Yo, Maurice, it's funny that you mentioned that story because I was there like when he dropped it in XTC, and I followed him along the journey. Like he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this and see what happens. And
Yeah, man, he
that's
lost
one of those stories that I'll never
to be
forget.
real, he lost like 40 to 60K, somewhere in that ballpark.
I saw it.
Like when he was just starting out, and then after losing to try and like market and everything, he then split the liquidity with all the people who were still holding, because he just appreciated the support when he again is not a dev by any means, and just appreciated people trusting him.
Well, I mean, he gave the early CA to a lot of people in the group, and that was I was thankful for that, but more thankful for how like that. I think, can I be honest with you, man? I think that was his finest moment. Because he really
I
put it
missed
on
it.
the
I know.
line, man.
I saw the tail end. I only got to see him like sleeping on cam when he showed me like the history of what Cadzilla was and everything, and it was, the community that apparently you guys had was quite awesome. So yeah, I keep bugging him. He should do something again. I think he's working on a launch pad right now, but something a little bit different.
That's the stuff that you never forget, man. That you don't see that. Like where do you see that out? Like maybe those gamers that it reminded me a lot of those Korean gamers. You know, the gamers that pass out because they're just playing video games in those PC cafes.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's how that was the dedication that he had to that project. Like he really put it all on the line for something that was basically a meme coin, but he treated it like a job, man. Like he was there, he was showing his face and everything. This is a kind of, when you're passionate about what you're creating, like that, you have this energy that's, like it's almost, it transcends your physical body. It's like something else, man. It's like your spirit is speaking. I saw it, man. I saw that in him, like truly. Like I had a huge respect for him after that, and yeah, man. It's funny that you mentioned that story because I was a part of that journey, and I'll never forget it, man. That's it's cool. Like it's cool that we do that. Like we're all doing that right now in one way or another. Like we're putting ourselves on the line, um, day in and day out, and we're reaching out to people, networking, creating things, creating communities, bonding with people. Like someone in my community. His name is Crypto Dave. Like he gets it. Like I don't need to explain like the long term vision. Like he aligns himself, and an original I call him OJ. Like there's amazing people in my community that I never met. Like I haven't met them up to this point, and yet I feel like I've known them for years because they're there. Like they show up every day. They're like, and they're showing love to everybody in the chat, and like that's in stark contrast to the majority of communities where when you see things like not bullish, the community rips itself apart, and the dev just kind of just steps back because he probably already made his money, and everybody's just going their separate ways, and it feels good. It feels good to be a creator in the space, and it also feels good to be surrounded by people that get it. Like they get what crypto is about. Like this is a long term thing, for the people that are in this space, like genuinely, not just for a hype or a meme season, like for the long term. Like I want to see us all in the bull run successful, building our own, like you said, Caesar wants to build his own platform, building our own platforms, our own dexes, our own liquidity pools, everything, like everything that DeFi is about. That's what I want all of us to be there. And we're going to be the giants. We're going to be the behemoths because we're here now when everybody's not so bullish, when everybody's like, kind of saying they're kind of sidelined. Like we're here now when right before things are going to pop off. So yeah, man, I'm Maurice. Always, like, I haven't attended all your AMAs, but yeah, I agree with Walter, man. You're one of the best in the space when it comes to asking questions, and you really do your research, and you ask the questions that you think that people that don't know about projects need to know or want to know. The tough questions, and I'm glad that we have somebody like you in this space. That keep people accountable. We need that, and you're a treasure, man. You're a treasure in this space. I just wanted to tell you that.
Oh yeah, you already know, Jules. And the fact, people don't know that, in life, they can say, you don't manifest things. Yes, you do. And how we do it every day. And I like this. We're having like a vulnerable, like intimate show today because it's Happy Mother's Day, right? Everyone's asked every day. I ask, the universe or God, whatever. What is my purpose in life? And if anything is to leave a legacy, when people remember what you when you die, remember heroes get remembered, but legends never fucking ever die. So let's remember that forever, guys. And just the fact that we're doing this all together. I don't care if there's 5 people here, if there's 5,000 or there's 50K. We're the squeaky wheel of all of pioneers in the game. And the fact that I have Maurice here, man, I manifested this. I go, man, I'm gonna work with Caesar. I'm gonna work with them because I want to work with the best people in the space. And the fact that you're here can show the trial that I am sure of what manifesting is done. And it's right here, right now. And Maurice, to have you on the show is not only a privilege and an honor, but it's a damn fucking dream. And let's fucking go. Let's make it happen, guys. Woo! Let's go.
Hard work is
2023.
everything. You guys are always out here grinding. I've listened into a few shows just in the background, and I always love the energy you bring. And I'm the same way. When we started out, we were like 25 to 40 people in AMAs when I started in December 2021. We barely, they weren't really a thing. So again, you guys have done a great job building up your brand, and I understand sometimes the toughness is a host. Projects can come by. You're just trying to create a great atmosphere, ask some good questions. You're not responsible for the projects or how they may be run after. And sometimes if they don't always go as planned, some of the negativity can come back to you as a host. I get it. It sucks, but I love what you guys do, how hard you work, and again, the room you said is awesome. Walt, you bring a great energy, and Kid, again, I love you guys as a mix. It's a great kind of blend of skill sets, and it's really enjoyable to be here on stage. So as always, thanks for the invite, and can't wait to be back next week.
Oh
Yeah,
man, thank you,
absolutely.
Maurice. Man, damn, that speech is the one I've been waiting for. You know, right now. It just happened right now on this Sunday to like hear you speak, man. I'm like, whoa. I'm forever humbled. And when people say that you can't make your dreams come true, and to work with people that you want to, and you just throw in the universe. I'm like, I'm gonna work with Maurice one day. He's gonna come to my show. He's gonna come by. He's gonna see what we're doing, see us grinding, like working 18, 20-hour days, and the fact that you're here together, man, let's make the whole world know about DeFi more, say the narrative, spread the awareness together, and your viewers are my viewers, and let's just make this happen together, man. And and just a privilege. Like, I feel like when you come on our show, you're still Maurice, but I feel like you just relax, and it's like it's Maurice on 2 shots of tequila. You know what I'm saying? He just kicking
Yeah,
it with
I
the
definitely
boys.
cracked a beer. I definitely
Yeah,
cracked a beer. It's Mother's
yeah,
Day.
that's what I'm saying. You're just
So,
chilling with your
you gotta
boys,
enjoy
man.
it.
It's just a fun day
Yeah, it's
Sunday
funny
with your
because I
boys.
think the first space we had, I think it was actually Buck who connected us. I jumped in. I remember with you guys, you and Kid, Joey there from when we were talking about Kingdom back a couple months ago. I remember we were in that space a few months ago on like a weekday afternoon randomly. The first time, we chatted live on the mic on Twitter. So yeah, it's great to be on your show today.
Oh man, thank you again, man. And man, I'm not gonna lie, you got to come here every Sunday now. It's like you're part of the show now, and the fact that it's like we get Maurice like a little bit, like a little piece, real quick, is like, Coach, let him in, Coach. And you coming in and just being part of the team. It's just all all defined. When dreams could happen, they do, man. And the fact that you're here together, bro, I appreciate you, man. So just have to throw some flowers out to you, and just the whole thing what you're doing, and the whole community of DeFi. You're the pioneers. You've been telling the story. Just continuing to tell people about projects, and the way you go about it is very responsible. And communities are what makes projects in a sense, and people are gonna know. And and you've always tell that you guys are curious to know what they're doing, and it's not gonna stop. DeFi is not gonna stop. It's just going to keep on going, and there's always going to be, out of those 99 projects or 150 or 30, there's going to be that number one. And hopefully what you're doing is just marketing and helping out more people to know what's really about crypto and DeFi. And hopefully now with our show, you coming by, we can talk more about narrative about crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and man, Kid, his knowledge and wiseness of the trends, what happens in crypto and more. It's going to be neat to have you come by and have your insight more and more, and really talk real serious shop, like what's really going on. And I'm ready for that more than ever, man. Coming in the future, in the summer, and once August and September come in October, things are about to get real fucking spicy, like the most spiciest like jalapeno pepper you ever put in your mouth, because people are gonna be, this is gonna be the talk of the town, and the greatest wealth of transfer is happening, I think, in the next couple of years. And just thank God all of us are so early in the sense, and the fact that we get to help out the whole world in one thing, it's fucking awesome, man. So hell yeah, man. Another great fucking show, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go.
Yo, you enjoy those drinks, my man. Hopefully you have a good rest of the day.
Oh yeah.
Maybe one or two more. I think we're gonna go meet my girlfriend's mother and family for dinner tonight. We saw my mom the other day, and I'm taking her and my sister to the spa this week. Gotta spoil the ladies in my family.
Oh yeah, you got to do something right now. My girl's like, right now, put the lotion on my back. I'm like, I don't know. This call might end. I don't know. But yeah, guys, I love you guys. And Kid, man, what do you want to do? Do you want to ask anybody who wants to talk on their project? Are we gonna end this, or do I ask the bartender for one more tequila shot to knock me out? What's going on?
I was gonna say, yeah, Maurice, get with me so I can get the details of the charity and all that good noise. I want to put a nice blast out for it for you guys. But yeah, man, love having you back. And yeah, Walt, do you have any final things before I do my Jerry Springer final thought?
Oh, you're gonna do the Jerry Springer? I love it. It's like kids like, oh, you do this, kids, Walter. I got you with the Jerry Springer now, and I'm like, I know he's gonna surprise me every time. So No, just that. Thank God we have we all have a purpose here, and I think everyone here is a pioneer of crypto without them knowing more than ever. And the fact that we get to have this every day, on a blessed Sunday, just on a great, very, spiritual day, regardless of your religion, people very respect Sundays. And the fact that the dreams are coming right now on this day is just a testament to the higher power. So just shout out and guys, thank you guys for coming to the world famous K1d Walter Show every time at 12 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. UTC. And now we got Gary's final thought.
All right. I'm coming in with Kid Crypto's final thought. And what I wanted to focus on talking about today, it's Mother's Day. Let's think about women going into the next crypto cycle. There's going to be a lot of women coming in, and right now it's a very male-dominated field. We need to be very welcoming of our sisters and our mothers and people like that joining the space. I've been seeing a lot of disrespect and things like that, especially with the women in the space. It takes, the strong men of all the, the community leaders and stuff like that to set the pace, to, turn your back on that type of action. Let's make this place a great place for women to build as well. I know sometimes it's a boys' club, but let's not forget, women really nurture, all these leaders and stuff that we are. Women, we both exist to support each other in different sorts of ways. And it's really important to be inclusive. And that's my final thought, man. Go call your mama before the end of the day. You guys don't forget your sisters, your mothers, your grandmothers. But everybody have a great rest of the day.
Let's go. That was special, man. That was,
Let's fucking
that was
go.
well said, man. And you gotta have more respect for the women out in the space. Sometimes I see they deal with it. They're very, very well mannered as well. How they have to deal with it. So just know the space is getting bigger and bigger, and we gotta respect all genders and everything that they do. Because this is like all of us as one movement. So that was beautiful, kid. And I think that was a great way to end the show, man. And Maurice sticked around the whole time. Maurice, I appreciate you. And we were trying to do it a little slower today. I was like, hey, we'll probably do a shortened show. But, with us, it, it just goes on. The show must go on. And we like to have that nice, like, cool vibe, just nice and relaxed, nothing tense. But, as well, I like it now. Maurice is like, spin on it, kid, is making this show too legendary, bro. Like, he comes in with the hard, like, wham. And it's still like a nice, like, side of Maurice with a beer cracked in, just chilling. But he's still, he's got to be Maurice. He can't help himself. So he's the man, the myth, the legend. The fact that we can all come together, guys, on this day. Just shout out, Happy Mother's Day, and thank you guys coming to the world famous K1d Walter Show. This was another legendary show. Let's get it.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Thank you for coming out. Let's go. Bitcoin Convention Edition next Sunday. You already be there. If you're not there, you're nowhere, because it's going to be at 12 p.m., 4 p.m. UTC. I'm going to be super fucking hyped up for the Bitcoin Convention after. So thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Last word.